Hey there, guys. This is Kellen again from
Hi, Mom!
from Ancient Geek Myths. I'm here with Josh and Connor once more for
So-
D&D. Bo's not with us this time. He happens to be busy, but he will be editing it, so... Oh, probably.
He's here in spirit.
Or I'll be editing it because he's kind of lazy. Anyway, so we're going to be... A little roundup from last time. Our adventurers were in the city of Raven Rock in a tavern called the Sinking Ship. They then left the tavern on airship. As they were leaving the airship docks, part of the docks was blown up, and there was some mention that it was the people they were riding with. They slept on that ship, were dropped off very pretentiously onto a
Literally.
plateaued mountain, and as that ship was leaving, a little skirmish happened. That ship got away, and then they met a certain god of madness and went through his trials, and he was definitely quite mad. Yeah, like that. Or, hello there, I'm back. Not really. Anyway, so that wasn't even the right voice quite. But anyway, we should continue with them entering the red sandstone-looking place, city of Sandstone, which is a very Spanish-esque city that is famous for scholars and trade, and the biggest magical academy on the continent. And our dark elf tinkerer who dabbles in magic, Tiun, is here. And we also have our pyromancer, he's a bit of a paladin, anti-magic paladin. And he is Aeoryn Silverthorn. They enter the city of Seastone, and this is where our adventure begins.
Continues.
Or, yes, continues. Whichever one of you wants to take it from there. You enter the town, you kind of pass a couple buildings on the mountain. The strangely plateaued mountain that still boggles you guys' minds, because it just seems every tree level at that exact level was cleanly cut for miles around, like within eyesight. And it's very strange, but there are a bunch of what are they called? Buildings, like just kind of a couple as you're walking down the mountain, and then you come into the town. And most of the stone here is of a redstone, so you're guessing it's some sort of redstone quarry is relatively nearby. That would probably be why everything's made out of it here. And there is lots of known things about here, like the Magical Academy, which is Seastone's Academy of Magic. And there is also one of the Great Wizards, which are the 10 greatest magic users in the area. And he takes on the title of High Mage. And he is the headmaster of said academy, and there are also many libraries and much trade, and very little crime, because nobody wants to have the threat of said magic user coming down on them. There are still guards, though it's pretty relaxed, because most people are just scared of doing crime. Alright, so you guys pick it up from there.
Scared, no, easy.
I ain't scared, no go. You guys are just kind of walking through the town, not looking at anything. Just awkward silence.
Well, can you blame us? We did just get out of the
Yes.
dimension of a mad god.
Yeah. Very a mad fae, particularly, but yeah. You notice there's many different races here. Like, it's not... Where you guys came from, the Corvix Empire, it's very, there's mainly Corvix and a couple others. You ran into other humans, a couple elves, dark elves, but that's about it. You see in this place there are tieflings, which are like half demons. You see elves, you see lizard folk. You see every kind of elf. Like, there's only just elves, but there are subspecies like the ash elves and the autumn elves and the moon elves. And the silver elves, which Connor is one of. And there seems actually to be a bit of a bond between Drow and Silver Elf, or Silver, because that's very prominent in the matriarchal society that is Drows, and yeah, but you see a decent amount of. There are big orcs here. Oh, you also ran into that pale orc in the Cold Ancient Empire. But there are many colors of orcs. Orcs are just up. There's like some purple orcs, some green orcs, there's a few pale. You even see a Goliath, which are the huge orcs. Both kind of orcs. And yeah, you see a lot of different creatures. You see humans that they're called. They're called the bestial races. They're humans who have like animal parts. So it could be a person with a dog head, or for weeaboos that could what are called neko. There are girls with cat ears and tails.
Yeah.
There are neko. But they're they all have their animal traits. There's minotaurs fall into this category, so do centaurs, and there's a decent amount of those. Centaurs, not really, because centaurs prefer more wild areas and hunting. And you see like a couple. You see one minotaur currently.
Imagine some person with
There's a couple halflings as well.
a really cartoonish dog head, like the mask.
Yeah.
I just think of the horse mask.
Yes. There's just some people walking around with those on.
Yeah, but there is a good amount of humans too. But there are a lot of other races here as well. You see, there's also where that the country that this is in, which is called Agrium, is one of the few countries that is super for equality. The Dawn Republic is about it, though it's not as upheld as much because it's an old people. So a lot of the farmers and stuff are like that. Agrium and Ysaldir are very mixed, though Ysaldir is more north. So a lot of the races that don't like the north don't go up there. But it's a Viking-esque culture who are just very accepting, which is kind of weird. And you're guessing that's what that giant man you saw was. You're guessing he was a Ysaldirian. But anyway, so yeah. There's bustling markets, and it's a port town. There's lots of markets, but there is like larger buildings, like really big. The academy can be seen like anywhere. There's the mage's tower and the great library, which you can go and learn some lores. That's just an option. There's a lot of things you can do in town. You also might want to find a place to stay. So the Drow's not really worried about that. You might want to.
Lack of a coin purse.
What time is it right now?
It's early morning, like
Early morning. Okay.
it's
great.
it's 7:03 in the morning. Probably like it's about an hour after dawn. It was about dawn when you guys, were dropped off, shall we say?
Yeah.
Literally.
Right.
So. Yeah.
Alright, Elf. I'm going to I'm going to ask around and see if I can find any leads on the tinker that I've been looking for. You do what you will.
I'm going to go get some money.
And he just kind of walks off in the crowd. You guys separate. We'll do a bit of Tiun's and then yours. And, yeah. We'll do Tiun's first.
Yeah.
Tiun, any particular place you're going to look for?
I'll try the local tavern.
You find the closest tavern to you. It's called the Lucky Lady. It's also part brothel.
Swag.
And there's a very mix of working men and more noble-looking men, like aristocrats. It seems like a pretty popular place for all classes. And this seems like, oddly enough, they're mingling and mixing a lot here. For equal love of women and sexual favors. Sorry for any background noise, by the way. And there is a woman who's sitting in one of those like lounge chairs, and she's got a red sequin dress on, and like an expensive fur wrapped around herself, and big hair, and she looks like she's probably the one who owns this place. There are many men in only like their skivvies with around her, doting on her.
Big hair.
Excuse me.
Yes, darling.
Okay, that was
What-
creepy.
What
Your
can
voice.
Madame Francesca do for
You
you?
can say friendship. Madam Friendship.
Madame Francesca. The SS Friendship.
Chef.
I am looking for a master tinker. I heard he was in these parts.
Let me think. Oh! Mr. Lenway, I do believe.
Yes, that's who I'm looking for.
Ooh, well, I've seen him a couple of times. He used to own a tavern for a good while just outside of the city. Although, the poor thing lost his whole business when a dragon attacked. Luckily enough, the dragon avoided Seastone because of the magical presence of the great wizard, High Mage.
Fuck that.
But it was what I hear is a quite large dragon. Rumor says it was big enough to swallow the tavern whole. Though you can never really trust rumor nowadays.
Do you know if he survived?
Last I heard, he was out traveling and had left in the care of his workers. He doesn't like to stay around too much. He likes to invent and give it to people. He doesn't like to take money either. He doesn't like. He's made many inventions that could be called killing, but he doesn't like them used for war. He'd rather let them be used as a deterrent of war.
I see. Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome, darling. Now, can I get you a woman or a man? If that's what you fancy, that is.
No,
We have some.
thank you though.
We have some dark elves.
I will pass.
Walks
Uh-huh.
out of the tavern.
Whatever you say, darling. And you have left the lucky lady. And you feel a bit uncomfortable.
Don't say.
And yeah, but you go looking for Connor now. Connor, after departing, goes and does a bit of thievery in the way of pickpocketing.
In the time that has passed so far, I've probably gotten into like 6 fights.
Let's give you some rolls to see pickpocket.
I'm not playing the game.
Stop doing that while we're doing other stuff.
I got a nat 20.
Alright.
A
You
10.
slip past an aristocrat and grab a gold from him.
Sweet, sweet. Woo! I got a 10.
You now have no money besides a gold. Actually, no, and you also grab 7 copper with that other roll.
Nice. How many times am I rolling?
Let's just do 4.
4. 15 and a 14.
Let's say you get 4 more copper and an item. Let's see, what item though? Something small. You managed to get an iron knife from somebody. And actually, it's a few more copper that is not your page. Yeah, it gets you up to 21 copper, and you also now have a knife that you just buckle to your side after leaving. Kind of smile, and you meet up with Tiun once more.
So,
You notice that he has a new knife on his belt, and his coin purse looks a little bit more full.
I see you have
I
been
have a coin
busy.
purse now.
Yeah, you had one. Oh yeah, he did take
You
it.
just take it.
Yeah, that was a good point.
I see you have been busy.
Yeah, I did some honest jobs, around town.
Sure.
You see someone in the shadows. Ah!
Oh. You next week.
It's Nazirian. You just started a gang war. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. There are actually a decent amount of Nazirians. By the way, Nazirians are much like Redguard.
Mm-hmm.
They're very, Persian kind of. Their towns are in the deserts, and it's very Persian culture. They sell a lot of jewelry and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. They are at constant feud with orcs as well. But you see a few Nazirians selling, jewelry with fine jewelry. Like, to the point where even elves will buy this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good Nazirian workers.
Jeweler.
Yes. So,
I've been looking for someone. A master tinker. Have you heard things?
I've heard of nothing. I simply am here to sell my wares. Unless, you were in the market to buying information, then it would be my wares. He's a very thin figure, though he has a turban on his head and is wearing very Redguard-esque clothes, like the Persian kind of attire. Very dark red and browns and grays. And he's like, I only sell my wares, though those wares are not restricted to jewelry. He gives you a bit of a smirk. What, man? Actually, he's not the best at comedy, you can tell, by the way.
Restricted.
Yep. That was totally on purpose.
How much do you want?
For such a important bit of information to you, I can tell. I'll tell you what I know for, say, 10 copper. Or 20, by the way.
Okay.
18.
19.
Done.
Alright.
Wait, did I say 18? I meant
Yep.
to say 8. Damn it.
Why didn't you?
I meant to say 8!
You now have 1 copper. He takes from you and goes, alright, now let me think. A master tinkerer. Nope, I don't know anything.
I would slip behind him with a knife.
As you go to move into his stall, a hand is cupped on your shoulder, and you turn around and you see a very conquistador-looking knight guard. He says, what are you doing there?
I would slip the knife into my ring, my sleeve.
Into your ring? Damn, you are very skilled. You slip the blade in. Hey!
Ow! Hey!
You slip into your sleeve. I'll do sleight of hand, which is dexterity. Basically, I'm just going to see if you can one because your dexterity is so freaking high.
10.
Right, you slip it in without me. Just slip it in. He doesn't notice. What are you doing? Try to go back there. You can tell he's not from this area by his voice. He's very grizzled and like, what do you think you're going to do back there?
I dropped something.
Oh, get out of here.
Okay.
And he just kind of stands in front of like the entrance to behind it, arms crossed. He has a large like not a saber, but more like a cutlass on his left side, and he has a short, like a almost dagger, almost short sword cross on his right. And he has a few daggers. You notice that the people here, like the guards, may wear like conquistador-esque armor, but they seem to prefer lighter weapons like rapiers and cutlasses and sabers and knives. Most of them have lots of knives on them, and these are the guards. Yep.
I love how my own incompetence just bled into my character.
Yep.
I feel horrible.
Your Drow is not very accustomed to dealing with people because he's not accustomed to doing business that well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't say.
I would. Rest
You've
my
also
hand.
this is the second time you've messed up with money.
Have I?
'Cause you
Yes.
you
you're right.
accidentally lied about.
I would. I would set my arm on the table and like curl the gold coin or like around my fingers. Are you sure? Are you sure that's all you know?
Maybe that could refresh my memory a bit, I would say. And as he's doing that, he's kind of like, he's like, you can tell he kind of wants it because it's a gold coin, and then but he's like demeanoringly looking like he doesn't really care that much. But you can see it a bit in his eyes. He's like,
I'm not sure if you're worth my time. I'll slip it in my pocket.
no loss. He goes back to polishing his jewels.
Wait, has he even told me anything?
No, he said, No, I don't think I know anything. He said it very, like, slyly, though. And he goes, Though I doubt there's anybody else in the city who would know. He lived outside of town. I'll give you that information.
One-of-a-kind information that I was able to get at a whore in a brothel.
Yep.
You are worth nothing.
Oh, I'm worth quite a lot, actually. I just, like I said, everything comes at a price.
And I already gave you double of what you originally asked for.
Because you're an idiot.
I would tap him on the shoulder, and it's like, let's go back there.
He goes like this, he's like, and you see, by the way, as you saw you talking that, he kind of put his hand under his coat and seemed to be gripping something. You don't know what, though. By the way, you do hear a big, and you hear some mechanism sounds kind of down the stall line. And you see a bit of smoke rising. Like, not like a steady stream, not like a, from like a fire. Yeah.
I'm gonna go check it out. If you want to come, fine. If not, thank you for your help.
I would evilly grin at the stall dude and then follow him to the...
He just gives you a smile with closed eyes and is like, if you want that information, come back with that coin.
Coin. Anyway, I would follow him to the...
You guys go, and you run into...
Look, that weird. Convenient.
No. You see a light blue-haired gnome sitting on like a stool.
Big book.
What?
Thanks.
No, sorry, a light pink-haired gnome sitting there. And there is a woman in like kind of rags-looking dress. And they seem to be tinkering. She looks more like she's like doing what the gnome says, but the gnome is, the gnome looks like he's got like kind of spectacle thing is yours, but more of like for looking at things finally, not for just zooming in. And but it's just attached to like his ear, and in front of his eye. And he's tinkering away on things. They have like a bit of like a furnace that's powering some sort of mechanism that is collecting water from the air. Very slight droplets, but still. And there's a couple people like looking at it with interest. You can tell this town looks a bit more like interested in tinkering. This city, I mean.
Gnome.
Yes. What can you like?
I'm looking for someone. A master tinker who was seen outside of town.
I've been outside of town before. You talking about me? He's giving like a really big smile.
He owned a shop that was destroyed by a dragon.
How many dragons in these parts? Let me think.
What's the guy's name again?
It's Linway. He's like, Oh!
Lenway.
Yes, Master Thovian! Yes, yes, he, haven't seen him in quite a while. He taught a class at the university for a small point. Stole the position right out from under me. You can tell there's a bit of resentment. Yeah.
Do you have any idea where he went?
No, can't say. Although, if you are looking for a tinkerer, I am definitely here. Or if you happen to be going towards the Dawn Republic, my brother and his assistant, this one's fiancé, his name is Benicio, and my brother's name is Barak. They set up in the Dawn Republic in the capital of Alexandria. Benicio is quite a protege, but nothing like me and my brother, I assure you. Although, some might say he is. It's not true. Again, more resentment towards this person he's talking about. Audrey! Get back to work. Oh, I'm sorry. She goes to cleaning things up. What? Anyway.
I'm trying to think of what I was going to say.
So, what do you say? You need any tinkerings or anything? I have many things for sale. My brother's patented steam grenades.
No. I'm looking for him for my own reasons.
Fooey. Well, I'll let you go on your way then. And keep me in mind if you need anything. There's not many tinkerers around, and I might have made sure of that, but that's beyond the point.
I'll keep it in mind.
Okay,
As he walks
goodbye.
away.
He seems a bit too happy.
I swear, every single person we meet has something on them. Is there no honesty anymore?
You hear a bit of a... Not really. And you look to your side and you see a guy wearing... I make a lot of references, but... You know what the Witcher's armor looks like?
Yeah.
That kind of like plates of chainmail thing?
Mhm.
He's wearing that, but everything's more black. Even the chains are made of like a darker chain.
Mhm.
And he's wearing a cloak that is a bit worn, like torn and stuff on the ends, maybe lit on fire even.
Mhm.
But all you can really see of his face is a chin that is stubble and some long black hair. And no, it is not Strider. And he has a great sword on his back, and he's just kind of looking. There's not many of those around in the world. That's a nice voice. Sorry. There's not many. I can't do it right now. There's not many. I'm just gonna go with this one. There's not many of those left in the world anymore, Fred. He's supposed to have more of like a grizzled voice, but I can't get the. See, it's like missing in my voice right now. So. No, there it is. I can't do them together though.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that. Who are you?
My name's not important. All you need to know is I'm a mercenary. Been around for a long time. Most people don't know my name, and I'm alright with that. Just call me Ghost for the most part. Because the only people left when I'm done with my job are ghosts.
So I guess Ghostbusters come into play.
Ghostbusters!
Well, you have anything else?
Is it
There's the voice. You have anything you want to say to me? Or do you want to hire me?
I'm looking for
I agree with kill you.
a tinker named Lestine.
No, wait. No, that's the drink.
That would be in.
Are you drunk?
No. Thobian.
Oh.
Thobian.
Little Lenway fellow. I heard of him. Never met the guy, but heard he was going into Atlantia, but that was some time ago. So,
Thank you.
I'll give you an honest answer here. You probably won't find him. Even if you look for him. The guy travels a lot, a wanderer. He prefers the open road and the forests, even though he's a tinkerer. He's against people. He likes people in general, but he doesn't like what people are. If that makes sense.
I can understand that.
Definitely, I bet a Drow can understand that. Anyway, I've got a couple jobs I need to do. Some bounties to collect. You guys wouldn't happen to know Alec, would you? He's leader of the Red Mafia. Rides around in a dumb duck ship.
I just start crying.
You seen him?
Yes. Yes, he,
Yeah.
yes, he,
I heard news he was in the area.
he was our transportation to this area. He literally threw us off of his...
By the way, as you were saying
ship.
transportation, you saw him kind of reach for sword, but then when you say that, he kind of lowers his hand again.
He literally threw us off of a zeppelin while he was moving, so he wouldn't have to stop into port. I'm assuming your employers are the reason why.
Probably. So which direction they go? And they went west, by the way.
They went west.
Thank you.
I have no reason I have no reason to lie for his favor.
Can I come with you? I want to kick his ass.
And by the way, why do I have one WWW coin?
Oh, sorry, that must have been.
One woo!
You got one Wilver. One
No, it's a
Whopper.
copper.
You got one Whopper.
I love Whoppers.
Anyway, so he's just like, well, how about this? You guys can come with me. I keep the coin. You can have other things unless they're too valuable. Maybe you guys can get a place in the Grey Hunters.
Taps on Aeoryn's shoulder.
I know it was my fault, but I am down to a single copper coin.
Fine.
I'm whispering.
But no,
in
he's
his-
saying like, actually, since it's your first time, all you have, let's say, you each get a 10% cut.
I need
That's more
money.
generous than I am with most people.
I'm game. I don't know. I cannot speak for my...
I'm sure I'll find valuable.
Party member. I was about to say assistant, but that doesn't sound right.
Yes.
So,
Well, he seems happy. For some reason.
you guys coming or not?
I want his chick duck.
Don't know if it'll be in. Okay, I'm slowly turning into you. I don't know if it'll still be in one piece by the time we're done.
Good.
Well,
We will accompany you.
if they're heading west, I'd guess they're going to the pirate city of Librium. Alright.
Arrgh.
Both of you stand side by side. He pulls out this blue crystal, tosses in the air, and catches it, holding it towards you guys, and everything goes white. You guys now appear in a very large shanty town. Like, it looks like basically, you know, a shanty town. Imagine shanty towns put, like, 3 of them put on top of each other. Like, it's very tall. Like, they've layered tons of shacks together.
Mhm.
And it's, like, built.
Base.
There's, like, a lot of boats, and you, looking around, there's a bunch of, like, tall spires of stone. And you guys have probably heard rumors of Librarium. It is literally a area that was a bunch of spikes out of the ocean that kept ships crashing into. Pirates literally waited for there to be enough ships to build a city here.
That's actually really cool.
So, there's a lot, and there's one that apparently there's a title where there's a giant ship spiked onto one, on the biggest spike, just on the top of it. It's going through the ship, and yeah, and there's like a path they can do it. So yeah, you guys are here now, and he pulls back his hood, and he pops his neck. He has black hair, grizzled beard. His eyes are gray, like a very dull gray. Like there's no
like a blind gray.
no, like not like a steel color, like a dark, dull gray. So it's like not much shine to his eye, or much defining. It's just it's gray, like almost. It seems a bit almost unnatural. And then you see him kind of like yawn, and you see he has an extra pair of canines. Is noticeable. He's like, finally, a bit of a lead. Let's start looking, shall we? How about you guys? Do your full search and I'll do mine. That sound fair?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes. I'll ask around town and,
He just raises his right hand and you see a like a little grappling hook, and then he zips up onto the roof of this large collection of shanties and ships, and then he puts his hood back on, and you can see it just disappear onto the top of the roofs. By the way, you notice this guy's still wearing armor and has a giant sword on his back, but he seems to carry himself very like as if he's wearing nothing but like leather.
He's just butt naked underneath those clothes.
Probably.
Well, no shit.
It's just clothes all the way
I'll
down.
bet you're naked under those clothes.
No, he's just clothes all the way down. Yeah.
It's like you take away all the clothes, it's just a head.
It's like the Naruto thing. What's under that mask? I'll show you what's under this mask. It's another mask! Isn't that neat?
Alright, Elf. Where do you suppose we should start looking?
You, both of you give me perception rolls real quick.
13.
Alright.
The second to last one.
There's more things appearing.
9. But I've got that big luck bonus, so.
Oh yeah, you guys both get plus your luck modifiers. No, wait, no, because it's just perception, so never mind.
Well, but doesn't
You guys get.
But I still get a modifier.
You
on
get
my-
plus 4, I believe, and Connor is none. Because he got rid of his perception point. Yeah.
So
So,
it's 13.
and what was yours, Connor?
13.
Okay, so.
Isn't that considered an unlucky number?
You guys both are bumped into and feel a bit lighter.
I would dart around and look for.
Wait a minute.
You search yourselves and you find your crossbow is missing.
I would
Wait.
look around because I know thieving.
You see there's a lot of people just around. This is a pretty bustling area.
But what I would.
What are you missing?
Everybody here looks suspicious, by the way. They all look like pirates and thieves.
Elf, what are you missing?
Gold.
My crossbow's gone.
I would parkour up onto one of the buildings and get.
By the way, as you guys look, you do see some things like somebody's climbing a ladder up onto the roofs. There is just not like trying to run away. They're just casually climbing the ladder. There is somebody darting into an alleyway. And there's a lot of people just walking. There's somebody. You see somebody just handing over this something unseen to another person. It looks like you don't know what leads to take.
You get that person, I'll go through the alleyway and I can chase the guy around the roof.
Sounds good.
You run to the alleyway. You go after the.
I
No,
would climb
other
up
way
on-
around. He's
No.
climbing, I'm alleyway.
No, you get the person who's handing, and then I can go onto the. I have massive parkour and speed, so I can.
Yeah. Alright. So
I climb up onto the roof above the alleyway, so I'm like closer to.
Yeah. You go into that way and you see this guy. The guy who's running. There's a guy chasing him. The guy chasing him tackles him, and you hear, "No, please, no!" And he starts shivving the crap out of the guy who tackled him. And then he slits his throat, and then he's like, he just starts stabbing into the body over and over again.
Do I see anything valuable on either
No.
of them?
By the way, you pause for yours. You go over, and these people are handling. They kind of look at you and like, "What are you doing?" One of them like pulls out a cutlass and like, "Back up, Dark Elf." So none of you are concerned.
I would jump up and run toward the.
Yeah. By the way, as you see this, you both hear a. And you look over on the guy who climbed the roof, and he's holding your crossbow up, and he flicks a coin, the gold coin, grabs it, tosses and catches it in his mouth, and then tucks the thing on his belt and bolts.
Eldritch Blast, motherfucker!
Eldritch Blast. Do your see if you hit.
Oh,
What did he get?
one!
You blast, but oh wait, no, it's a 1 on that roll. A damage roll.
It's a nat 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
9.
What?
9.
Plus your intelligence. So what's your intelligence?
3? Shit, 4.
She's 13.
Connor blasts himself. You hear a big kind of noise, and you hear it. Fuck. And the sound comes from where you saw Connor climbing. You
Oh,
see,
damn,
some
you're
smoke.
hurt.
Aeoryn!
And you see the guy with your stuff running away.
I immediately
After
run
him.
toward the ladder.
So you're not going to help Aeoryn?
No, he's
I
got
would
my
be-
crossbow.
Thanks. But no, I would be like, going after him.
Okay, you climb the ladder and you get there and you see the guy basically literally as you climb the ladder and go on top and like get to your feet, you see him turn, he hops, gives you a salute in midair, and you see him drop into an alleyway.
Damn it!
I would pop 2 health potions and run through the alleys.
I believe you only have one.
Don't we start out with like 3 or something?
No, you start with one.
Oh shit. Oh, okay,
So give me a d6.
6.
Alright, you get 6 health. You no longer have a potion.
At least I'm not almost dying.
You're at 8 health now, which is decent, yes. And you start running after him as well. You didn't see him pop in the alleyway. You don't know where he is.
I'm in the alleyway, so I would be going through the
Oh,
alleyway.
you went down in the alleys? So you're kind of going around. You come the alleyway where you see Tiun's like, he's in that one. It is a blocked off alleyway. Like there's a iron fence. You could probably climb, but it would take a bit because it's spiked tops. You gonna try to pry it open?
With the heat.
Heat will not work on metal until you get super heat.
But
You
it's
can
not
heat
like
metal, but you can't melt it.
But so
You can try to Eldritch Blast it open.
I can't fuck up again, right?
Nope.
Sure.
Because it'll kill you, or at least knock you out.
Let's go for it.
Okay.
Where is my thing on full screen? Use this one. 16. Okay.
You hit it. You hit the lock in front of you. Great job. And
Okay, damage.
it doesn't matter.
Oh.
You blow it up. You blow
Got
it
a
off.
19.
You blow it off its hinges, and it goes into the alleyway. And you see someone's cloak as they're running around the corner.
Left. I would freeze him.
You're falling on the rooftops.
Yeah.
All right. This happens for a little while. Both of you just give me general dexterity rolls.
8.
And plus your 8, so it's 16. So you keep reasonable pace. You're not gaining any ground, really, but you're keeping up.
13. Which I've got a modifier on that, don't I?
Yeah, yours is 4. So you guys are both keeping up decently well.
Because mine.
Like, you guys aren't really catching up, but you're staying at about the same pace. Maybe catching up like inches, you know. And Connor eventually turns the corner and then sees the guy. It's a dead end. And you stop above and you see him, and he goes, "Oh, fuck. Well, howdy, gentlemen. Oh, you're up there. I see that. Well, you see, I don't really have an excuse. I stole your shit. Smoke bomb.
Firewall.
Where he is?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Give me a damage roll. It's a D6 of... No, it's a D10 originally and then D6 of fire damage. Give me a D10 and D6. That's your intelligence.
A 2 and a 6.
So that's a 6 and a 6, I believe. Is the intelligence.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. So that's 12 right off the bat. He goes... You hear a... And you hear like something something open and then close, and the smoke clears, and there's just a... When you let down your fire, I'm guessing.
I lower myself off of the ledge and drop down back into the alleyway.
You don't really have a dexterity roll. It looks like these walls are made to be climbed almost.
Yeah.
You're guessing there's a lot of thieves in this area. Like there's while you were running across the boardwalks at the rooftops, you noticed there's a lot of boards between buildings that are a little bit too far to jump. So there's thief ways up above. And as the smoke clears, you see nothing. Let's say there's a big scorch mark, some smoke rising there, but that's it.
No doorways or anything?
Nope.
Can I search for trapdoors?
You can give me a perception roll. And you
19.
You notice the outline of what looks like a hidden door.
I would open it.
That looks like it's disguised to just be a wall.
I would open it.
You kick it open. You just see, it's basically like a small little room, and you just see this badly burned, probably like 16-year-old. His hair is white, or it used to be white. Part of it's scorched and burnt off. Part of his hair is still like slightly on fire, and he's just raising his hands.
I walk over to him. I grab the crossbow
Yeah.
and snatch the coin from him. Throw the coin to Connor, and walk away.
Alright, you're just taking the gold coin?
I took the crossbow as well.
No, you not taking anything else from him, just making sure?
I pin him against the wall and I search him.
Yeah, I'm just returning what's ours. He's the
He
dick.
has a simple knife on him. And you also see in the corner is cowering a little girl, like a 6-year-old girl.
Stop making me pity people. Oh shit.
Most people turn to thieves for a reason. Besides you, you're just an asshole. I guess you kind of had a reason recently, at least. Not last time. You were an asshole the first time.
Aeoryn.
Yeah.
Are you coming?
Like, Connor isn't taking the knife yet, it's just on the guy's belt. I think Connor just got a knife, didn't he?
Huh?
You already stole a knife from somebody recently.
Yeah. I would toss him aside. And
He kind of goes on the ground, he's like, his sister goes over and is like holding him. Well, you guess is his sister at least.
Fish coming?
Puppies are here. Anyway, so yeah. That's what you see.
And then I would walk out and continue my.
You guys leave. What a twist! And as you guys exit this room, you see Ghost. Just kind of propped up against the wall, like his shoulder against it. He's like, you ladies have fun. It's like, you ladies have fun in there. You guys are not the best at searching, are you?
I wasn't exactly trying. I just wanted what had been taken from us.
Boo-hoo. How about you just don't get stolen from in the first place?
For the record, we actually succeeded in those perception rolls when we got stolen from.
Yeah.
So...
Actually, no, you guys failed them. That's
Oh,
all.
we did? What do you have to get to?
You had to get a 15 at that time. This guy happens to be a good thief.
Uh-huh.
Hey, by the way, as you say that, you see somebody walking behind Ghost and, like, kind of bump into him, and he just reaches around and grabs them by the throat. He goes, holds out his hand, the guy puts the coin purse back in, and he throws him on the ground, and he's like, go away. Straps it to his belt again. And that's how you deal with thieves.
Why do we have these on the outside? Slip it inside my pants.
You're just gonna get groped next time.
Damn it. Oh, it's more inconvenient
He's
for
like,
people.
speaking of which, by the way, you notice that he has like the witch armor. Action, no, never mind. Sorry, I'm thinking of a different character. Anyway, he's like, well, lucky for you guys, I found some information.
You do not say.
Yeah, I do say. Now let's get going.
Okay.
He kind of leads you through the weaving, busy streets to the base of that big spike. Where you see the ship, and you see the chicken duck ship is docked at this giant, like, man of war size ship that's on that spike.
How did we not see this when we got here?
You're on the other side. Like, he led you to the other side of the city. You
Okay.
couldn't see it from the angle you guys were at before.
It's definitely the duck, aren't you?
So,
Reach to the top.
Ghost.
Okay.
Damn it.
3 seconds before this goes.
Wait, what?
2.
I would grab onto further onto the rope.
Connor, he's going in. He's gonna hit you if you do that.
When he comes up, I stand on his shoulders.
Give me a dexterity roll.
Wait, am I still on the ground?
Yeah. Connor manages to hook on to Ghost as he's going up this cliff, and Tiun is just left at ground level. There's a very, probably like close to 3,000 step walk for you. By the way, you guys reach the top, and then Tiun, as you're about to notice, you see a rope dangles in front of you with a note on it.
Reaches for the note.
Just climb this rope, dumbass.
Starts climbing the rope.
You're a bit slow at it because you haven't really climbed a rope that much. You, like halfway up this rope, you're debating if you should have just taken the stairs. Because this is a very long rope. You eventually get to the top, and they're all on this cliff. He just kind of looks at you, he's like, wait, you really climbed it? And he's like, props to you, but dude, I noticed you have a little bit of magic in you. You should have just noticed this. And he holds on to the rope and he goes, it slowly curls back into him. It's a living rope. You need to... He just kind of puts on his... He like rubs the bridge of his nose as he puts it on his belt. And he's like, I'm working with idiots.
Hey.
I'm working with idiots and a dexterous idiot.
Thank you.
Whatever. And he kind of goes into this like little cave thing. It's like, you notice it's not enough to get into the ship that's above you. It's just a little cave. And and then as you walk in, you see a skeleton sitting in a stone chair. You know what? Just because it's funny to me, I want to see you guys try to figure this out. By the way, the skeleton has like gem eyes. But they're like black gems. Like a really dark amethyst.
Really? Wait, really?
You try to take it out of the skull, it won't budge.
The skull.
You put your hand on the skull, and a skeleton hand grabs your wrist.
Pry it off with a dagger.
It won't budge.
Fuck.
It's slowly cutting off circulation in your hand.
Eldritch blast.
Is that your answer to everything?
Yo,
Give me a...
fuck you at a 16.
You don't have to roll on hitting it. Just do a damage roll. So, 16. You just obliterate the skull. And you just hear a big... from Ghost. And,
Take the gems.
yep. And the whole skeleton turns to dust. He's like, oh my god.
You got gems.
You're idiots. Absolute idiots. I take back my offer of letting you guys into the Grey Hunters. And he goes and
That's fine.
He hits his fist on the side of the chair and a door opens to the side.
I could
Absolute.
have done that after. I just wanted gems.
Yes, but you've made this so much harder for us. That's a sentry. They know we're here now. And he
Sweet.
walks up the steps that are revealed by the door.
I put them on my little coin first. Then I follow him.
Just leans over to Aeoryn and in a hushed voice.
You know, you would probably pay a lot if you would just not rush ahead and obliterate everything in front of you for once in your life.
You know how true that is based on his life.
I can already tell.
Alright, fine.
Anyway, you guys get to the upstairs, and there were 3... Like, they are in uniform, but it's like a pirate uniform, if that makes sense. They're all wearing very naval clothes. And... But no, they're like... They all have cutlasses pointing towards you, and they're like, stop. You're in a wooden ship, Connor. Wait, no, you did firewall. It was an instinct. You just came out of a stone tunnel.
Okay.
Give me a damage roll. A 10 and a 6.
A 1 and 5.
Big wall of fire. It's like it's not actually that big. It's like little embers, like a little dull fire on the ground. They're like, ah, damn it. They get burnt a bit, and the fire starts to spread.
Okay, what does the environment?
And
around
another,
them
you
look
hear
like?
another.
The environment. What's the environment?
It looks like the inside of. It's like this giant man of war-sized ship was turned into a really nice mage.
Okay,
And by the way,
so
Ghost suddenly just opens his hand, and there's a big gust of wind, and all the fire goes. He smacks you on the back of the head,
Ow.
and then points his finger like a gun at the middle man. And a bolt of lightning streaks into the man, and then sprays to them, and they get electrocuted to death.
I'll
All
go
you
look
have
for-
is fire magic. What the fuck else are you supposed to do?
You had an Eldritch Blast.
I almost killed myself with that.
Idiots. and he just walks away. He's like, and he keeps walking down the road. By the way, he just kind of keeps walking, and as you see a guy attack him like from a side thing, he literally just grabs the guy's face and slams him on the ground. And you hear like a, and he hits the ground. And the guy, he just keeps walking. He just walks away from you guys. You know, in a hostile ship where everybody knows you're intruders.
Awesome. Like no other way.
Tiun just follows Ghost.
By the way, as he's walking, he slowly seems to fade from existence. Okay.
So I can't follow him.
Yeah. You just hear from the nothingness, from the air. Just try not to die.
I searched the room.
You know this as Shadow Step, which is turning invisible.
Wait,
got a
I know this?
19.
Yeah, because you can do it too.
I got a 19 for searching the room for loops.
You're in a hallway. You find
But there's a room that's different. So?
You find an ornate vase.
There's people. There's
No.
people there.
I don't know, you get 3 silver.
Where did their swords go? I don't know.
You want their cutlasses? Their iron cutlasses?
I don't know. I guess not.
It's probably better than your iron knife.
Yeah, but he doesn't really use normal weapons that much.
That is true.
And anyway, there's an ornate vase. There's a locked case. Whatever you wanna.
Since I only have a ranged weapon, I actually pick up one of the cutlasses.
Wait, I just realized Tiun. What are your skills? Oh, we're gonna have to do your 5th thing later. We didn't set up your 5th first.
Hey.
Sorry
Okay.
about that, guys. We will be right back. We're gonna take a little break because dogs are dumb. Anyway. All right, we are now back and ready to continue. Where were we?
Let's see. Ghost hates us.
Yeah, that's where we were. You just saw him fade into existence, and you hear as there are many feet being thudded as they come toward you.
Aeoryn.
Just a quick reminder
Yes.
that you have Shadow Step.
Yeah, I know.
Aeoryn. I think I know how to lure the eccentric captain
I think I know what you're gonna do, and I love
out
it.
of his den to us.
Okay.
You figured out what
Go
I was gonna
away.
do, didn't you?
Alright, so... so I'm equipping the mini crossbow with the...
Oh, yeah, by the way, you grabbed the cutlass, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
So while you say what you're doing, I'm gonna get that for you.
I'm gonna equip the, what is it? I am equipping my,
Where did you get? Oh, okay, that's a short.
I'm equipping my crossbow with Listine darts.
Okay. You gotta rapier out of them because you saw me. It seemed more like you. The other 2 had cutlasses.
Yeah. And I will use. Wait. Okay. So if I use Shadow Step and then say something,
It just kind of you saw with him, voice will just kind of appear out of seemingly nowhere. Although it will show where you are if somebody can tell where sound comes from properly.
Shadow Step.
There's a little. It's not like there's no poof of smoke or anything. He just goes. He gradients out of existence, basically.
The ship looks like a duck!
You hear.
Wait, what? He's gonna think it's me.
You hear.
Again,
No,
Eldritch Blast ready.
you hear a bunch of people being pushed out of the side, and you see literally, fuck's the way downstairs. Screw it. When the ceiling goes in, there's a bit of purple energy in there. He drops down and goes, "Who said it?" He just sees you, and you just sees you. I drop you off in the city. You.
Eldritch Blast.
Give me an accuracy roll. Actually, and give me. Let's give me a roll too.
Okay, which one? Okay.
You do your d20.
12.
Wait, is this
No,
guy
and
wanted
then
alive or dead?
15.
You.
Wait, which one's me?
You're the first one.
Oh.
Literally, you shoot the Eldritch Blast at him, and he raises his own and catches your Eldritch Blast out of the air. And you see him go. He clenches his hand, and you see the energy go into his, and he goes.
Firewall.
No, it turns out where you used your action.
Damn it.
I'm going to...
Actually, we're not really rolling initiative, really, because it's not full combat, really. It's more like a duel. So, you give me a roll.
Actually,
Actually, no. Since you got a surprise attack, 3 rolls. First one's gonna be you for the second one.
Well, I'm actually gonna stay hidden for now.
Okay, I'm just for initiative rolls.
10, 1, and 10.
So you go last, and I will just say he goes after you. He goes Eldritch Blast at you. Now just give me a d20.
A d20.
Yeah.
3.
You do not dodge this.
Oh boy.
And you know, I'm one moment. You just think about what's gonna happen while I open my own dice roll.
2.
So let's see how much damage he does to you.
I hope it's a...
Oh, not too bad. Thank God you're alive.
He has an intelligence bonus as well.
Oh, what kind of intelligence bonus?
He has one of 4.
Oh, you're
Connor is knocked unconscious. And is on the ground. Give me a d20 roll, Connor.
15.
You make your first check.
Hmm?
Where's there 8? There's a 2 next to that. But you, like I've said before, once you get to 0 health, you are knocked out. You have to make rolls until you either have 3 check marks or 3 X's. Anything over 10 is a check mark. Everything under 10 is an X. 3 X's, you die. 3 check marks, you stabilize. And then at that point, you can do a roll to see if you become unconscious again.
Oh.
So you succeeded your first one.
Can you describe to me again what this particular room looks
It's a hallway. Like
Oh,
on
it's
the
a hallway?
on the outside of where there would be like the wall to your left is a bit curved, but it looks very posh. There are very red carpets. This is this is a man of war size ship, 80-esque cannons
Yeah,
in total, turned into a mansion.
I see. Okay.
Very Skyrim-esque mansion. Like though, you remember
Yeah.
that one where you go on the island where
Mhm.
the thieves go? It's like that on the inside.
Okay. So I approach a little bit closer and draw my crossbow.
You have surprise, so he doesn't notice you or anything.
Mhm.
Actually, no, I won't. We'll just say you're invisible. He is like right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Actually, if he's right next to me, I'm not even gonna fire it. I'm just gonna
just
shiv him with a
That doesn't really require anything. It's also a surprise attack.
with listing.
He goes, "Bleh." Like he kind of feels his neck. Hey, I'm guessing you pull it back out.
Of course.
So he's like, the hell? Oh, bleh. Falls flat in his face.
Yes.
You hear Next to you is Ghost. He grabs him by the collar and goes, "Thanks, guys. I'll be right back." Pulls out the gem. A little flash of white. He is gone.
I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. That felt really good.
There is. By the way, you hear a "God damn it, Alec." Landing. This Mark is like, "How did he go? What's he doing here?" Oh, that technically counts as lead action, so you in the existence. Oh, hey, it's you guys. You all right? You seen Alec? He was the captain.
That you just shanked.
Oh,
Or just pinpricked.
He went that way.
For your charisma roll. For deception. You have no charisma bonus, I believe.
Alright.
Neither of you do, actually. Bo's the only one who has charisma.
Okay.
No!
What did you get?
3!
He just kind of goes, "You know what? I don't actually care that much. You guys do whatever the fuck you want." Lying. Obviously.
I'm not lying, I'm unconscious.
Lying down. I should leave. You can see Alec tell him to go back to base. Ciao! And he just goes back to the steps. This large Nizerian guy is like very muscly. Doesn't care. He has a cigar, by the way. You know, son, could be your daddy, but dog beat me over the fence. He's not Section Johnson. I'm sorry. He's got like a bald, not like bald, but like a shaved head, like buzz cut. By the way.
So he basically looks like Jack Black from
Yeah.
Bebop.
Could be like a Mazirian black man. And a buzz cut instead of like he has like half hair. So
Yeah.
it's like you know the guy from Mortal Kombat who has robot arms.
I don't play that, but
But yeah.
yeah, I get the picture.
Yeah.
Can I like come alive again?
Do another saving throw.
This is rigged. I just spammed it 100 times. I got 4 numbers that are above 10.
Give me a roll now. One single roll.
Freaking 9. Fuck you.
There's 2 rolls there.
What?
You did whatever you
No,
got
look.
next time.
Look. There's only 1 in the history.
Oh. Why did you click twice then?
He reset and then he rolled.
Oh, okay. You have an X.
14.
You have a check. There now, before you go
14.
on,
Anyway.
there are 2 like of the pirate guards go. Oi! What are you doing down there? And they're really far down the hallway. Everything okay down there? What a ruckus.
Everything's fine.
Give me a charisma roll. By the way,
There's the one on the left. That one's not very lucky.
I was wrong. It's more like that guy, the guy from Atlantis. From Atlantis.
Sweet. Just sweet. Medical officer.
Yeah. That's more.
But I love how you're still trying to describe to us what he looks like, even though he's long gone at this point.
Not really. He's on the next floor above. I was just trying to think of better things.
6.
I'm in 2. Apparently.
Are you sure? We're gonna come check it out.
I'm conscious and...
There's a lot of 4 guys unconscious here. I know who 3 of these guys are. Who are you? Exit! Stage left even! There was the door you guys came through, by the way. That is nearby.
I just kind of back up out of that door. Awkwardly.
He's here. What? Jack? Go get him. Okay. He runs after you. One just goes over and kind of pokes Connor with their boot. Give me a saving roll, Connor.
I'm gonna die. I got 11.
You stabilize. You can give me a d20 to see if you wake up now.
16.
You go.
Eldritch Blast.
Your health is at 1 now, by the way. You wake up and there's one guy in front of you and you Eldritch Blast him, I guess. Give me a disadvantage.
18 and 8. Fuck! Sorry.
He's right in front of you. You had to beat a 5.
Okay.
God damn it. Give me a d20.
Got 20!
You literally punch a hole in this guy's head. He falls over. He has the same kind of gear as you guys, and just laying next to you now. There's blood on your face, like all over you. By the way, you see Tiun and that other guy running down the place he came from.
I'm chasing.
Actually, give me an intelligence roll before you go.
4.
That actually sounds pretty accurate.
You're really groggy and almost dead. So
Slams against the wall.
you're just kind of it's like shambling down the steps. You come to the base where there's a confrontation between Tiun and this other guard.
And I just got a really low roll and I accidentally went the other way.
Now the intelligence was for an idea thing.
Okay.
Of something you could have done up there.
Okay.
Anyway.
By
By the way, actually, as you're leaving, you see a white light behind you. Anyway, so now you're being
Behind
confronted
me.
at the. You see the light like,
Okay.
and you are now in the room where there was the chair, and you're confronted by the guard.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Are there any words spoken to me?
Sorry, I just thought of something that's diabolical you could do that you're never gonna think of. Probably. Anyway, what? He's like, stop right there. You're an intruder. You stop being an intruder.
So stop it. Stop it right now.
If you want me to stop being an intruder, I could just walk away. And I would no longer be intruding.
Guy kind of scratches his head. By the way, this isn't just me being these guys aren't the smartest. They're like pirate lackeys. He's like, I don't think that's right, but it makes sense. Give me a charisma roll real quick.
Me?
Probably have to beat like a 5.
Charisma roll. Is that a D20?
Yeah. Everything's basically D20 less stages.
2. Ouch.
I feel like I should be taking you in though, so I think we just do that. By the way, he puts the sword away. He's like, hey, turn around, I'll put you in cuffs and we'll just take you up. And he pulls up, not cuffs, but you know what they're called. What are those called? The old-fashioned ones.
Shackles.
Yeah, shackles.
Or irons, either way.
He has a pair of shackles. He's like, I'm just gonna put you in irons and we'll sort this whole business out. You seem like a pretty smart guy, and not very convincing though.
Let me think. Wow, I remember something about this room. I do remember a certain skeleton hand that kind of,
The whole thing is turned into dust
oh.
because of somebody snatching his head.
However, I do remember a certain, door.
Yeah.
Are we way far away from the door at this point?
No, it's a little cave. The door is the one you came out of. I guess you could lock him out.
That's actually what I was thinking, but then again,
But you might trap in the people behind you who don't know another. But I don't know. You don't know that though. Whatever. What you were gonna do?
Actually, I was gonna try to close the door on the guy. But then I'm like, that doesn't sound like Tiun though.
That's really dark, by the way. Just closing a door on a man.
That sounds like
Is it
something
like
you
a
would
sliding stone door kind of thing? Like what kind of door is it?
Actually, give me an intelligence check real quick.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna do these every once in a while for ideas that might pop into your head.
I'm very responsive on your pants.
Corduroys. 6.
That's enough to get that's actually exactly enough to get the one I was gonna think. You think it's about outside the box. It's not super intelligent, but you're like, in your mind, I can enchant things, and I can enchant things with, like, say, fire or acid. I could do that to a person's insides.
Oh shit!
It's only temporary, but it only needs to be temporary. But
Why is his inside monologue like this?
because it's not very smart, it only got a 6.
Fair point.
I'm sorry. I could make his insides enchanted with acid, or maybe some acid.
You just said
That's the point.
Okay.
It's a 6. God damn it.
Alright.
Actually, wait. You have a plus on your. Don't you?
Yes, I do.
He doesn't say acid the second time.
Yeah. Actually, you have a +4, so that's decent. That's a 10. So
Actually, I should have probably been getting extra
It's a really
points on my
OP
rolls.
ability.
Yeah, you have to be able to beat their magical capabilities. It's not magical, man.
Okay.
I doubt he could learn magic if he tried. Really.
Let's see. I know what I'll do. While he's trying to shackle me, and he's leaning over, trying to shackle me, I put my
He's
hands
fumbling
on.
with it, by the way.
Yeah, I put my hands on his head and enchant his brain with a very minor, but somewhat painful, ice spell.
Alright, 1 second.
Brain freeze.
I don't think it's literally in the brain, but
It's close enough.
Oh my god. By the way, I'd like to point out he has -3 intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not
He's really stupid.
like the other ones have there's a couple of -1. He is the dumbest guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it.
turn off Skype notifications.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't expect. People don't usually message me.
Okay, so did I succeed in doing what I wanted to do?
Yes, to a degree you didn't think you would. He reels back in pain, and this is a very small cave. And there's that little, with just a little, small ledge outside. He reels back in pain, because it's literal ice in his brain. Not much.
Ice expands.
Yeah. He is holding his head and falls back off the ledge. And you hear... Now you don't hear... You guys are very high up. You wouldn't even hear the splat. And then coming down is... Ghost had reappeared he's back at the top of the stairs. Ghost, and he comes back and he's like, alright, oh wait. Probably shouldn't have come back here. I'm just changing his voice, apparently. Probably shouldn't have come back here, but really surprised you didn't light the place on fire.
I almost died again.
Idiots. You know what? This time I won't stop you. You can have a little bit of fun. And he walks past you down the stairs.
Oh gosh, I'm glad I'm in the stone room.
But hurry, otherwise you don't get your pay. What?
I want that balloon.
By the way, you hear and we might want to hurry.
Rolls up to the balloon. Duck.
It's flying away.
Fuck!
Marcus said he was just leaving.
Eldrick's Blast!
Is that your answer to everything?
Give me a dexterity with disadvantage.
Dexterity with disadvantage.
Yeah.
18 and 17.
You hit. Give me damage.
6.
Plus your intelligence. No, that's plus your charisma, so nothing. It hits, and just kind of goes... The ship's rocked a little bit. You hear, hi! You hear... You see the red woman? Not the one from Game of Thrones, just the red-haired woman. You hear... Here. Give me a dexterity roll at disadvantage.
8 and 8. What?
Plus 8, so 16. You dodge out of the way barely. By the way, some pirates like, what the hell? You're on the deck now. And there's like, well, and it literally whizzes past your head is a thunderpoon.
Oh
Like
shit!
inches from your head and it hits a bunch of the pirates behind Connor. So there's a good group gathering behind him. Big boom, the 20-foot radius. Literally, the back of your coat is singed.
Thank you. Damn it! Every time I don't...
This one just hits the ship, goes like, and they're starting to turn to their side, where you know there's more thunderpoons. And you see.
This is
Okay, so
reminding me
they're-
of the fight between Edward Elric and Colonel Roy Mustang.
By the way, you notice they're taking off the thunderpoon and putting on something else, like another kind of turret thing. You remember what it did to a last wooden ship?
Yeah.
This is the size of a man of war.
I would look
Of
down.
wood. It's a very far drop. By the way, you do see hung from the bottom of the ship, Alec.
Catch me!
No, he's dead. He's hung.
Oh.
He's still, dressed the way he is, but he's hung.
I would jump in, grab him out of the rope.
Alright, now you're hanging with a dead body.
I would take his boots.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right! That was great! I forgot about that.
You know how boots of flight, they don't let you go up, but they let you stay at the level you're at.
Which could also mean that you could just kind of slowly go down, so you don't like die of heights.
Explosions or type. Yes.
Basically, the point of them is really to wherever you put your foot, it'll stay.
Can I move? I want to search him too, because he probably has like awesome
Everything
stuff.
else has been taken from him. You can tell whoever your ghost took all of the valuable stuff and didn't realize his boots were those.
Oh shit.
Because you look at them, it's a very minor enchantment, but it's an enchantment not many people know how to do, so it's not very detectable.
But you've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
So now you...
Dude, nice call.
Just. I don't know what you're gonna do though.
He's below the ship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
You might wanna hurt.
stone room.
Actually, he doesn't know any of this is going on either.
Oh right.
And Ghost is like, alright, let's go. He just kind of puts a rope on him. He's like, just let him find his own way down. He's like, you know what, this time? He hands the rope. He's like, correct. And he goes, down.
Is there a specific spell that is needed to use that?
You have heard of these before. It's literally you just, while holding, you tell it what to do, mentally.
Okay.
Take me down.
You start slow going. It's not like he's doing, it's more like, it's lowering you. It's like, as if it's like a snake or something.
I would moonwalk next to him. Dumb.
You hear both of you give me dexterity rolls. You're not that far below the ship.
19. That should have been for you. Sorry.
Okay. Here we go. And remember, don't forget my modifiers.
Ah,
12.
Plus,
For me, that's not bad.
what's your dexterity? You both seem to do it, but he goes. There's a large explosion as
Because
this
the
ship
ship.
goes up. Yeah. You almost lose like your handle. By the way, it was 18 you guys needed to get.
I got a 19 plus an 8.
Yeah, and his is 18, I believe, because you got a 14. Yeah.
I got a 12.
Oh,
Shit.
Can I catch him? I'll just catch him.
give me a dexterity roll.
Okay. 17.
Oh.
Plus your 8. Yeah, you grab him. By the way, the rope you're on is. You hear, fuck. Because the rope is burnt up.
And the rope is alive.
No, it was from Ghost.
Can
Oh!
I catch the rope?
It's like burnt, like it's fading into ash as it falls. It was a rope that was flammable.
Yeah.
You guys now go down, and there's just a little, god damn it, from Ghost at the bottom. But there's a bunch of like pirates rushing, like up the steps and stuff. Just to like, there's like all the wood that was there doesn't make it to the ground before it's burnt to ash. So there's like ash falling basically, and there's a good amount of people. Some people are looking at you guys because they saw you lower from this. And he's like, all right, well, let's get back to He's like, well, let's get back to Seastone, shall we? Side by side. Do-do-do. You guys are back in the same place as Seastone. It is now nighttime, like evening. But this seems like a town that doesn't sleep.
Can I call to my hand for a high five?
Tiun just kind of looks at your hand.
I'm going to him.
Oh, Ghost shakes his head and walks away. And then he
Oh.
tosses a bag over his shoulder, like towards you guys. It's like a small burlap sack.
I'll look inside.
You just let it hit the ground.
I look inside, so I'd have to grab it somehow.
So do you let it hit the ground and pick it up?
I catch it.
Give me a dexterity roll. Not really, you catch it. You have agile, so
Got a crit one. I got an Fine.
you get impaled by a bag somehow. Anyway, so you get look into it. Inside of it are some trinkets and some money. You each get. I guess we split this up evenly. You each get 7 silver,
Ooh, yay.
which is
Thank you very much.
a mediocre amount of money.
I have a gold coin, so I'm like,
It's good for us. I mean, yeah, you have a gold coin, but
Which is worth
100.
100 silver.
still. still, considering
The last game
that
we had like
you-
thousands of platinum.
Yeah.
Or at least Bo did.
Yeah, because he killed the richest person in the entire country. And took his things. Anyway, and you also guys, there's a book with letters of dark speech in it.
What if the spell book goes away?
It's like a black book,
So it's just a
covered
normal
book.
book.
There's nothing on it, and it's written in black speech.
What does this say?
It's a bunch of words talking. Like you start to read it, and the words fade from the pages.
Damn! Knew it was a spell book.
You now you feel magic flow into you, and all the words from the book leave. It's now a blank book. You've learned a spell.
It's not fair.
That's totally fair. I can read that. I'm a drow.
No,
Racist.
una momento.
Game Master's racist.
No, that's not racist. It's linguist.
Linguist.
Be a linguist.
Okay.
Be a linguist, not a racist. I'm a linguist. I am linguist against French because I don't speak French.
Speak everything else except French.
A linguist means you speak many languages.
I know
failed
that.
French and
It's
By
a
the way-
joke.
You learned hex.
Hex.
Yep.
Nice. I don't have any charisma though.
Yeah, but that you don't. This means you don't get any bonus on it.
Okay.
Anyway. By the way, take a quick break from the game because we still need to actually go back and our Mr. Tiun is missing a skill. So skills. Just a quick miss. Choose one of these.
Okay.
Block,
Oh.
dodge, pickpocket, lock, pick, or parry.
I'm gonna say
See, like these all have their own things.
parry.
Parry?
I want parry.
Alright. Alrighty then. Bill says parry. Which he was supposed to have in the meeting. I just forgot to give him one of his skills. Anyway.
Which is really convenient because I haven't actually fought at all.
You've just basically assassinated somebody.
Mm-hmm.
With alcohol.
with insane
it led
alcohol.
to his death.
Oh, that actually reminds me. You need to take that out of my inventory because I still have 3.
Oh yeah, you have one less. So you have 2 less skills left. Alrighty. You guys are. Oh, you also. 1 second. I won't put your locket and feather in the inventory. Those just on the person. They're now part of your character, basically. We'll just say that. Because I'm lazy. Anyway. We will. Connor has gone to the bathroom without saying any words. So we shall return in uno momento. See you guys. Anyway, we have returned once more from another break that was started most haste by Connor just leaving the room without saying a word.
I
Anyway,
had to pay.
you could have just said that. We would have just. It was just weird. Anyway, so you guys are now in Seastone, and Ghost paid for you guys to have a decent, like, what's a decent room at a really basic looking tavern.
Here's a question, just really quickly.
Just kidding. It's the Lucky Lady.
Spike.
He'll probably enjoy himself.
He'll probably burn them alive.
I wouldn't do that.
But you think they might? You think they could? They're sinners.
But they're sluts.
He's all about that. He's a white knight, but if they're sluts, I mean, okay, we say he's a white knight. He is a cold-blooded murderer. Who thinks he's doing justice?
What I was going to say is, so do you think what do you think Ghost's impression was of me actually managing to take out the guy?
That was a competent idiot. Slightly.
I like that. I like that response. A competent idiot.
I would be saying,
Correction. Slightly competent.
I would be sitting in the corner of
Good
the
move.
thing.
Probably a fluke.
I'm just gonna change his voice to a competent idiot. He
Yeah.
talks more like this now, because that was weird to maintain.
And it also sounded really similar to me.
But I couldn't get quite the grozzle I was looking for with my voice. I was missing it from. You heard me just go when I was trying to do it.
Yeah.
It's weird. Anyway,
I would be sitting in the corner of the tavern with the two skeleton eyes going in my mouth, like on my eyes going.
Oh yeah, that you forgot to add that to his inventory. The skeleton.
yeah. Nobody knows what we're talking about, and if they do, that's weird that if you picked that up from just what we were doing.
Blah 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 blah.
Oh, you have, this is the only thing currently just in your inventory. Anyway, stop that.
Okay.
You guys now, you wake up at Seastone. You're back. You went from the most crime place to the least crime place.
And,
Okay.
and committed more crime here.
Have you?
Oh no, that was the other one. Shush. Never mind.
No, you did actually do your pickpocketing here, didn't you?
I did.
And you almost killed or threatened to kill a jeweler thief guy. A jeweler merchant guy.
Yeah.
Who was a bit of a thief and took your money.
I was gonna go assassinate him last night. I forgot. Damn it! I didn't say that out loud.
I was about to say.
We'll just say he didn't say that loud. He's not that crazy yet.
Yet.
Anyway.
You said yet.
I know what I said. Anyway, continue.
Damn it, I really wanted to slit his throat. You don't understand.
Emphasis on yet. Anyway, continue.
Sorry! Thanks for hitting my dog. I might hurt you to go lay over there.
Safety.
I did punch you.
Anyway, continue.
I just don't like the word safety.
Okay, so
That's
what's
right.
the
So smart.
where are we? Like I know we're in town, but like where specifically?
The Lady Luck.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's in the kind of merchanty area.
Boobs!
I slept out. I'm probably going to be sleeping outside
Okay.
because
Or are you sleeping in the brothel? Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
I just said I'm sleeping outside.
I wake up with a knife.
Part of it's like outside, by the way. It's like a bath housing and stuff.
Okay, I'm sleeping outside the front entrance in a tree.
Yeah, outside there's like some trees.
Yeah.
They're palm trees, but maybe that's too close enough for you to do that.
Okay, up against.
There's probably 2 palm trees close enough for you to
Yeah.
fit between. Hammock, but anyway, so you both wake up. He comes out. He's like, I burnt 3 whores last night. Then I charred corpses. We should leave.
Wait, are you serious?
Did you?
That's pretty good.
We'll just say he's talking about their regimes.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, actually.
Oh, okay. So he did not burn them alive and eat them like cooked chicken. He took.
I did eat them, though.
He made use of the things happening there. You don't have the cannibal thing, so there's no perk to it.
I don't think he cares.
He did not eat anyone anyway. So
I
yeah,
hope you didn't burn through all of your silver on them.
but
That's-
burned through all your silver.
Oh,
Not intentional.
that was
Funny.
unintentional and kind of amazing.
Not really. Anyway, continue.
Well,
Oh, burn.
well,
Fuck.
how much did you spend?
Connor slept in the thing, so I'm guessing he just took the money that would have paid for the room on it.
Oh, true.
Make some cash.
How did he make money?
What?
Stealing.
Oh, you want to do some stealing things. By the way, I guess in the night you want to do a tinker?
Sure.
A little tinker.
Sure.
By the way, there's a market nearby that's open 24/7, so you could buy the
Okay.
stuff to make a bigger thing if you'd like.
Okay. What inventory?
What?
Oh, do they have what?
There's the tinkering place nearby, which give you anything you want, really.
Question: how much does Lestine cost again?
A gold per bottle.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I'm not doing that. However, what other potent? What is the most potent material I could buy for the least amount of money?
What?
Most potent material you can buy with not money.
What? Josh, repeat.
What is the most potent substance that I could buy for the least amount of money?
I think I got that spot on.
You said material.
That is
The most
not
potent
money.
material.
That is not money.
Like, something you do not want in you.
A lot of things.
Well,
I don't know. The best thing, like, maybe injecting into the bloodstream.
well, I'm planning on
Liquid
making
nitrogen?
darts.
That's gonna be really expensive, especially in a fantasy medieval world.
But dude, that'd be fucking awesome. It's like instantly
He
freeze
did
their
freeze
bloodstream.
someone's brain,
Fair
partially.
point.
Unintentionally killing them.
Let's see.
If there was ice inside their skull, I'm pretty sure they would die no matter what.
Shh. I wasn't actually trying to put actual ice. I was trying to cool it. It just kind of made ice in their head.
And he was in much pain and fell off a cliff. You did see this, like, the mushy substance that was him when you guys got to the bottom, by the way.
Sweet.
Gore.
Anyway,
Sweet gore.
you guys are, I don't know if Connor killed himself, technically. Or he got himself killed. There's past.
Okay, over the night
Oh,
I bought
Jesus Christ.
I don't know, I'm still...
I bought a basic
Basically a cheap poison would run you, like, 20 copper.
Okay. Let's see. I'm not trying for lethal. I'm trying for like a hallucinogen.
Those are going to be decently expensive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll just go with a cheap poison.
By the way, think about this. You do have the ability to enchant with poison.
Oh, you're
So you can just make
right.
bolts. And
Okay, I'll just make
enchant that
bolts.
poison as you fire them.
I'll just make
Or
bolts.
fire
then.
or whatever. Yeah, obviously it won't be like lusty darts, which are actually really OP now that I've thought of them. I never thought that would be a thing in this, but yeah, anyway. Always gotta roll with the punches as DM. So,
Okay.
anything you like, anything you want to make? Remember, you can put command souls and things if you'd like.
I'm just gonna make some basic darts for now.
Okay. So you're just gonna make some more?
Yeah.
I do. Let's say you make like 10 more. Or like 7 more. So 12. No, 12 bolts.
Okay.
You do that and then you go to bed. You still get your 8 hours sleep. You want to do some thieving before you. I love how your only good rolls have been on pickpocketing.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, just give me 3.
6, 9, and 6.
One of those, you get like 2 copper for that night. I take back my earlier comment. Anyway,
You jinxed it, Kellen.
It's your fault. The next roll is 17. Look at that.
you have the unlucky perk, apparently. Anyway, so you guys wake up, you did that before you went to bed, you guys are now fully rejuvenated, Connor is fully healthed. Thankfully.
Yeah.
He's now back to 15. Anything? From his 1. He went around on a thieving spree almost dead. Or almost unconscious.
Yeah, Connor, if you
But
had
that
gotten
makes-
caught, you could have
Just a branding would have killed you.
No, not even a branding. I was thinking like he gets caught
Someone
is trying to
stop
steal
that.
from I was thinking he gets caught trying to steal from a whore. The whore slaps him in the face and he just keels over
Yeah,
dead.
that could have happened too. Anyway,
She's just like, oh shit.
You guys are now, fully rejuvenate all your, and if you guys can spend any of them, but spells that can only be. Oh, I just thought of it. You might have been overusing Firewall.
Yeah.
Because I think Firewall is
I've
a.
only used it like 3 times.
Flame Wall is once per long rest, so we'll keep that in mind in the future.
Shit.
Use it like 3 times for that
So I
long
just
rest?
said.
He's special. He's
I used it
gifted.
once before.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's part of why he was so weary. Like he should not have done that.
Yeah.
It was because it was really weak. One of them was really weak.
No,
That's-
basically it was a fluke. Magic somehow flowed through you a bit more than normal. Or something also known as the DM forgot. So, yeah. That spell is now reset, because you gotta do more rest. It's now, it's early morning.
Mhm.
Actually, no, it's a bit like normal, like
Oh,
average morning.
question.
You guys both stayed up a bit.
Question: how does leveling up work?
What?
How does leveling up work?
Oh, you guys will level up at the end of this session.
Oh, cool.
And then in between sessions, you will spend your level up stuff.
Okay, cool.
You guys have basically leveled up at this point. Like after that last thing, you leveled up, but I'm just gonna do it at the end of each session.
Yeah.
So you levels up. You won't get immediately. You'll get them at the end of that said session. So some people don't level up at the beginning of a session.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Could you level up more than once in a session?
I guess you could. By the way, leveling up is not just combat. It's also just a lot of actions. Like your tinkering is going up.
Mhm.
You by the way, you can get at not the next level up, but the one after that, you can get the 3rd tier of tinkering. Because you've been tinkering.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyway.
Odd coincidence.
Yeah, it was. Anyway. You guys are now in the town of scholars and mages and trade. What you guys actually haven't gone to like a library or a mage club or like a trading area. You've been to a market, that's fine.
Or
Wait, did you say I want weed or I want to read?
I don't
I
want to
don't
read.
want to read it.
Which is funny because he's a mage.
He's a naturally gifted mage.
Now he has decent intelligence. He has a +4 intelligence.
Oh.
Because he's really fucking lucky.
He just does it.
He's lucky to have intelligence.
He just kind of is around. He's always around at the right moment when someone else is saying something.
Yeah. Yeah, he just happened to learn a lot through that. He skipped all
Actually,
the
that's
boring
pretty
parts.
badass.
Anyway. So, yeah.
I was about to say.
Actually, you guys both have +4 intelligence.
I'm going to look at the local guilds, see if there's someone who can help me with increase my enchanting.
You see in the distance somebody like, you should be a man.
What was it?
It's a joke about guilds.
Oh,
Oh.
real man.
Real man.
Open fairy tale.
Anyway, continue.
Am I the only one here who doesn't watch that show?
I've seen a season of it.
Tisk, tisk,
I've seen a season of it, so.
tisk, tisk, tisk.
Yeah, I've seen in 2
Fantastic.
episodes. My
Yeah.
girlfriend really likes the show, and I've seen.
I'm not
2
really into
episodes.
the really upbeat kind of things. I like some darker stuff, man.
Same.
Dark and mysterious like the sun.
Have you heard my character's voice?
Did you get the joke?
Wait, what?
Dark and mysterious like the sun.
I just got that. I'm
Totally not
slow.
like that,
He does not have +4 intelligence in real life.
+8, obviously.
Anyway,
Connor does not have +8 dexterity in real life.
let's continue.
Anyway.
Minus 1 and everything.
So did we actually see someone saying that in the distance?
What? No.
Okay.
You go to look for guilds. What are you gonna do? Connor, you gonna go with him? Make
Make
it easy on the DM for once.
Fine.
Thank you. You guys where are you guys going in particular? To the Mage's College?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look there and see if someone can help me with.
By the way, near the Mage College are a lot of magic shops and like magic items, magic books of spells.
What I'd like to look for is like it seems I'm not entirely sure if this is the case, but it seems as though at my basic level of enchanting, I
Your
can
enchanting is
temporarily enchant. I'm gonna look for someone to help me make permanent enchantments. Like even if I can't do it myself, you know.
Yeah. Alright, so you go to like an enchantry,
Yeah.
and you find an enchantry pretty easily.
Mm.
And it is a small dwarvish woman.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. No, she's not. Actually, I'm gonna move her to the outside town. She'll never be heard from again with that voice. And it's a tall elven man who talks like this. I can't do any sort of dwarvish, squorish kind of voice. I'm really bad at it. So, hello, gentlemen. Is there anything I can do for you?
I was hoping that you could.
Oh my, dark elf.
Yes, you only just now realized this.
I was paying attention. I was looking at my beautiful elven cousin over there. Not at that filth that is you.
It's just like majestic hair flip.
By the way, this is a silver elf as well.
I was about to say, P.S. If only you knew who this guy was.
By the way, silver elves are the closest you can come to being a high elf.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I kind of noticed. You've got kind of the Aldmeri Dominion thing going on. The superiority above all others.
The thing is,
Basically, the PC master race.
actually, the thing is, it's only like half of them. Most of them just don't care. They're just silver elves. But this is like the only one that has. Yes. Oh, great.
So they're the PC master race.
Yes.
Console peasants. You should see the millions of mods and...
We have mods now too, bitches.
Yeah, well, only for Bethesda games, but yeah.
Yeah, Bethesda, man. Bethesda's got the best place for mods, though.
Oh no. I just realized I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that.
Hey, podcast. This isn't the podcast.
Okay.
Anyway. So, what can I get you, brother? And filth?
Can I see my inventory?
Your inventory
Inventory.
is your equipped and
Branding. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that.
you can just do that at one of your tinkering sessions, I guess. Get some metal and do it. Just give him the, like he opens his coat and has like 12 brands. It's like the badges.
I was wondering if you could help me with a permanent enchantment on my tinkering
Of
kit.
course I can. Yeah. What do you want? And do you have the money for it? Or are you just trying to get something for free like most of your kind?
I'm prepared to pay. At least, if I can.
It's not reassuring.
That's not very reassuring, no.
I got him.
I was wondering if
look
you...
quite fancy.
The
Yeah.
enchantment I'm looking for is to increase the,
He falls asleep.
I'm actually trying to think of what how to describe the enchantment I'm looking for. I'm trying to basically bump up my tinkering a tier, just by, you know, enchanting my kit. Would that work?
You still need materials, really?
Yeah.
Basic tinkering is just, you use stuff, like, just say, you find it, quote unquote.
Okay. In that case,
You could maybe get things to...
Actually, I know what I'll do.
You could probably get like a soul gem.
Actually, in that case, I'm going to ask if I can enchant my, that locket of mine.
By the way, there is a magical energy coming from that locket. I'm just saying there is one.
Yeah.
You haven't checked out.
Do I?
Do you still detect magic?
I was just wondering.
Oh, I do. I didn't think about that.
Oh, you don't.
Oh, I don't?
No.
Shit.
He might. He does not.
I should have thought about what I...
But you guys can still roll and try to identify it. You can roll and try to identify it. There's magic coming off both of them. You might think the Phoenix one is the Phoenix one though.
Can I see my inventory again?
Alrighty, I'm just switching between them, gosh.
Sorry.
The person's still mock asleep. Like, head against forehead, like...
Give me a luck enchantment on this hand crossbow.
Luck, really? That's... It's funny.
Can you do it? Or are you too inept to do it?
Of course I can do it. It's just a luck enchantment on a crossbow. Do you understand what a luck enchantment does?
And just in case he misses, it ricochets or something.
Now he just wipes a tear from his eye. I'll put a luck enchantment on your crossbow if you want.
Okay, how much will it cost?
It's 10 copper. Hey, luck enchantment's usually a bit more expensive, but for a crossbow, I don't know.
I actually am thinking of that because I want to make it more likely for me to hit my targets because I am not trained in a crossbow.
He's just kind of like saying, yeah, it'll totally do that.
I hope
I hand over
just,
the 10 copper.
He's just still laughing.
I hope it helps.
You don't have
ricochet
10
or something.
copper.
Yeah,
Oh,
cold.
you order 1 silver and that's a copper.
Oh,
That's
okay.
10 copper, I mean. In this world, at least. And the silver, he's like, oh, I can give it a crossbow.
I don't know.
I lean over to Aeoryn.
Like you know what the fuck she's talking about.
He
What a
probably.
man. I can see where my beauty would be lost in someone as yourself. I have a crossbow and I'll do this weird enchantment for you. She takes it from you. Right, he takes it from you.
Great.
And literally just sits on the table, hands glow, eyes roll back in the head, kind of thing. Hands are glowing a very golden light. Then all that light kind of flows into your crossbow. It is now has a slight golden shine to it. And she hands it to you. Sorry. He hands it to you and is like,
See, I have a point. You sounded
You're the
very...
one who started because he said that she is why I'm saying it now. Hands you the crossbow is like, have fun with that. You guys can try to do detect magic to figure out what this enchantment does.
I thought it would just give me a buff in luck, wouldn't it?
Yes, but luck enchantments are... There's a luck bonus, and just
Searching
try to do detect
and-
magic on it.
Detect magic.
You guys don't have to move, so you have to roll.
Mhm.
You also don't have identify item.
A 20, correct?
Yeah.
Wait, I do have identify.
You guys don't have either one of those.
Oh.
You-
I thought I had something like
the
that.
only 2 spells you have are enchant and hex.
Um,
You guys,
oh, I had something else.
you guys could go
deconstruct
buy one of
things.
those spells, possibly.
I got a 8, but I do have.
It's plus intelligence. So yours is plus 4. Yeah, yours works. The luck enchantment on a weapon. Oh, basically, it's usually used for lockets. Is what the luck enchantment is used, and it basically it gives you the luck thing, which lets you do 1 reroll. So I guess it will work for a crossbow, but it's very unconventional to use on a crossbow.
But will it?
So while
Also-
shooting with it, you get the lucky perk, which means once per long rest you can do a reroll,
See if you get like a crit one, you're just like, no, not bad.
except with the crit one. Crits will
Oh.
always stay.
Right.
Yeah.
I know the 2.
But does it also just give me a?
You don't get more
increase?
luck, it's just the lucky perk when using that crossbow.
Oh, okay. I see.
So I guess it will help if you're shot.
Can I use the detect magic?
Considering how
Yeah, you can.
considering our luck with
Try.
rolls.
You guys can go buy spells, by the way.
On the account that I have no money, I mean, I guess I do have money.
You
Shh.
have more money. than
way
he does.
more money than me.
I forgot. Shut up. I got 13 plus 4.
You detect on yours that it has no real buffs to you, but it is tied to the spirit realm. So you're guessing it's tied to your sister directly, and it. Well, everyone's want a little bit of it's a little embers will go off it. It's more of a decorative thing.
I'm going to try to identify the enchantment on my locket.
13 again.
You identify it as, again, being connected to the spirit realm. And the clasp is locked with magic. And it's a very powerful locked with magic spell, and you can't detect what's in it. Yours has something similar. There is a shroud put over it. Instead of a lock. And it would take a more powerful mage to take that shroud away. This seems like it was put by the mad god himself. When he wasn't being mad. At least. So, it would take...
For both of ours?
Yeah.
So we go visit the high mage.
Yeah, the great wizard.
The high mage, man. Isn't that one of the names you gave him?
Yes, yeah, it is. I think of that one already. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Bro, dude.
Anyway, there is more magic stores. There's magic weapons, like magical enchanted weapons, legendary-esque weapons. There are bookstores, like you need magic.
Fellow Silver High Elf, would you mind...
Yeah, it's quiet.
Damn it. I am looking for an enchantment that will increase my fire attacks with gauntlets.
By the way, I'd like to point out, though, your idea of enchanting people's organs, you've never heard of done before, but you also know it's impossible to just enchant a person.
But you can have a temporary enchantment.
You can probably temper. It's like putting effect on somebody, basically.
Yeah.
You can do that on them. It's impossible to completely enchant somebody.
Of course.
Like runic tattoos. Well, sometimes you can get tattoos that'll you can pull a sword out of or something, or they will jettison flames, but it's the tattoo because they're runes on your body, basically. So that's not enchanting yourself. That's just an FYI. He's like, well, I could give you an enchantment for a discounted price, saying to one of my brothers. Where do you hail from, by the way? I have the name of his town written down. It's like the first one in here. Not the hole in the wall, but...
I come from a bar. In a wall.
I guess I don't have it written down. I thought I did. We'll just say no for now.
I hail from the na.
Na. Anyway, sorry.
Na.
That's not where I was going with it, but okay.
I know you weren't. I took it there.
I took it there. Oh, there's James Reynolds.
Hello.
And Eligard was the name of that very, tailor elf.
Oh.
The old Mary and the Mage. Anyway, sorry, this is just other D&D characters.
I come from... I say with kind of sorrow and shameful... Not shameful, but
The Silver Veil.
the silver veil.
That was a nickname for it. It's not the real name, but... Oh, I heard what happened there. My peeps don't use. It's a real shame what happened. Glad you're alright. Anyway, enough of that. Although there isn't called the Silver Veil. You don't know this, but you do. There is a large maze of, a thorn maze around this area. That's why the noble family from there is called the Silver Thorn family. And they're actually... This is the root of where their family comes from, but a decent amount of them live in the Vale, which I told you guys about. So you have family in the Vale. Very distant Vale you know nothing about, and doesn't matter, but they're there.
Wait, the veil? Probably not paying attention.
The Vale was the island that has all the giant stuff
Oh, right.
that you can go to.
Awesome.
Anyway, so... Yeah. You guys are in Seastone. You do see the school, the giant red brick school.
Man.
And... Sorry, I'm just saying, those are out the window. I could probably turn your gauntlets into greater gauntlets, but that'll cost somewhere around a gold. Oh, yeah, alright. Well, one moment, I will take this in the back room. Get a couple of things going for you. Takes it back in the back room.
Meanwhile, I'm looking
That's
at
fine
a,
from you.
Damn it.
just because I don't want this to come out of nowhere. I'm meanwhile looking at a poster that's been plastered on a nearby. Like I'm just outside the shop, and
Yeah.
there's a poster that's been plastered, and it shows some, like a, if you see someone with this brand.
Oh, yeah.
Yada yada yada.
Here, there is a crescent moon, a star, and an X. The X means a pirate. So, not the star. It's a 5-star. It's a basic 5-sided star. Right now. 8-sided star. Sorry. Alright, there's 3 more sides than I thought. That means they are a thief, and the moon means they are a murderer. The moon represents, the murdering at night kind of thing. Star represents, a flash of something valuable. Yada.
Which was the one for the thief?
Moon.
No, the 8-sided star.
I already know someone. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
the murder.
I know someone.
Were you just thinking about branding Aeoryn?
No. I was thinking of remember that guy who cheated us.
Oh, wait,
The-
oh yeah. Oh,
That guy, the other.
that's
Hey, buddy.
I was gonna say
guards might see that if you just go to the store though.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, buds.
Ah, he's a thief. That's not new at all, apparently.
Still, I'm just imagining, like finding some way to brand that guy with that.
Slap me.
No, what I was thinking is, puts his hand on his back.
Oh.
You feel that piece of metal on his gauntlet? That is a brand. You're gonna tell us what you know, or we will permanently brand you. You are the one who took our money after all.
Alright, it's basically the same as it was in the other one, I believe. I know, this is supposed to be 3. That was almost way too much. Anyway, he goes back and he seems to have elves. Their way of smithing, they sing, and the metal forms in the shape they want, so it never looks cast.
Mm-hmm.
There's now a compartment built into your gauntlet that he gives you some little bags, tiny burlap sacks that usually have gunpowder and stuff in there for flashbang. But basically, he tells you it's a red powder that you put into the slide. You slide it into place. You lock it. You can release little poofs of red flammable powder.
Ignite them.
And you can ignite it, and it's not that much. He does that in there. It does give you a slight, a decent amount of a pyro, which is now all the leather and stuff he has turned red. The old iron that was gleaming silvery iron. It's very fancy. It matches your super fancy cloak. By the way, actually thinking about it, your cloak wouldn't have had that gold; it would have had silver. Yeah, stuff goes. Silver elf. So now he can basically do a current Mustang.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yes.
Except it's more of he sprays out this powder, and it goes, and it's like a 10 feet plume in front of him, and he waits a couple seconds for it to not be next to him, and it basically that, even if you're not that will give you the bonus, and if you're not using it, it'll give you the bonus. The enchantment covers not using it. This covers using it. Anything else, gentlemen?
I think that will be all. Thank you.
Alright, goodbye, trash and friend. He kind of goes waves you guys off. And there's another customer who's kind of looking around and like, oh, hello.
Come on, you can't blame me for forgetting that he's supposed to be a male.
Yeah, it's kind of the point. It's the
I
point
know.
with a decent amount of elves, especially silver ones. Connor's a very manly silver elf.
Seriously, I swear, you sound like Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, yes.
It's not like a it's a
Okay, so
It's a slight difference. It's more of like a James
I'm
from
sure our
Pokemon.
subscribers would be delighted to hear this conversation.
I'm pretty
But
sure that those
continue.
characters were voiced by the same person anyway.
Nobody cares.
Anyway, you guys leave and you see the brand marks. And you guys are, by the way, near the school and the mage's tower. Which is where?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a mage, man. lives.
Aeoryn, look. See these brands?
See,
Would you have any
there's
interest?
Aristotle, and there. I mean,
What?
Aristotle?
what am I thinking of? Aeropostle, or whatever it's called. But there's Nike, and there's
Oh.
Adidas. They're
Okay.
brands.
You see these brand marks?
Yes. Why did
Yes.
Why did he turn into Sidious all of a sudden?
Do it. Do it.
You guys are really good at that.
If you feel that you might find a use for this, I could edit your gauntlets to support these brands. You could brand people at will with your heat.
By the way, I'd like to point out, if you spent like 2 hours tinkering, you could both make those 3 and the ones you know from the Corvix Empire.
Mm-hmm.
You can just make them out of scrap metal that you find.
What do you say?
It's not that big.
Yeah.
You guys
Alright.
spend 2 hours, are you going to do thieving while he's doing that, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
You don't really have to roll, these are basically the other, like the higher ones.
That's
are
just
roll.
making a shape.
4 and 17.
You get 2 gold.
Whew. You're a lot more of a moneymaker than I am.
He's just a thief, like an asshole. You're in
That's
a
the
relatively rich area anyway.
The 4.
Yeah, and you also get 1 other item I need to find. What is this?
I got 2 20s in a relatively same location doing the same thing. Is that like a...
You steal a basic health potion from somebody. So basically, you just realized
Alright.
you just paid for the one you used, and doubled your money that you spent getting an enchanted gauntlet. Just stealing. You have nothing, because actually all your stuff that you got legitimately in the beginning is gone, and all this stuff is gone. The only stuff you have by right is a gauntlet. Actually, only the basic bare bones of that said gauntlet now, and a cloak. That is all you've earned legitimately.
I have nothing illegitimate. I mean, I guess I did take a rapier off of
From a man you
corpse. I actually didn't murder that one. He did.
Yeah, he did.
He used firewall when he shouldn't have.
And almost
Oh no, that was the only legitimate one of the day. Anyway.
he also
So-
blasted a hole. Like, Connor would have seen through that hole.
Yeah.
It would have been like the size of a softball.
Not Eldritch Blast.
Eldest Blast, though.
Elvish.
He has almost killed himself with it though.
Twice.
Like literally, if you would have had 2 more damage. Oh, by the way,
He's like the Tinker from Avatar, who keeps blowing himself up.
wait, by the way, I'd like to point out there is a way to kill yourself in 1 bit of damage, or be killed with besides just falling 0. It's enough damage to equal the amount of health you have in total, and that much past 0, you'll die of trauma. It'll be intense trauma. So if you get like smacked by like, a dragon bites you, you're not just gonna be I'm unconscious.
You're dead.
Probably.
Decapitation. I'm unconscious. It's okay.
You had the rolls together. I made saving rolls.
Anyway, so I make the three brands that are on this
And the other ones. Yeah.
and the ones from the Corvix Empire.
I'm guessing you make one that's a cross, so he can brand and then cross it out too. Or do you
Yes.
make one? Oh, you make a pair of the Corvix Empire ones that are crossed out already.
Mm.
Or do you actually? There's no need for you to just have normal ones. You just might as well put them all crossed out.
Yeah.
The Corvix Empire ones.
Yeah. Exactly.
And just like interchangeable, like.
Yeah.
You know, like in his coat, he pulls one out. And
You should just like put on his.
It is like that. Just
You should just put a little disclaimer with brand attachment on his gauntlets.
what?
Not just on the
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
that's what I mean.
I'll just put it in his inventory with brands. Anyway, so you guys now still in the town. You did tinkering. It's probably closing on noon now. Getting kind of hot, you know. People are going in for their siestas.
I'm gonna go see the
People are going in for their
person.
fiestas as well.
It's funny.
Wait, that's not Spain. Mexico. Dumb.
I go into the school or whatever.
Same one.
No, let's go into
high
the
mages.
yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna teach at school, man.
Okay,
Like,
seriously.
dude, man. You go to the school. There's a school. There's people flooding in and out.
Floating or flooding?
Flooding.
Okay.
Somebody bumps into you, but he's a very like nervous looking. He has glasses on. He looks.
Typical nerd.
Nerd.
No, he looks like Daniel Radcliffe, but not. Basically, you remember Daniel Radcliffe in the early Harry Potter movies?
Yes.
Imagine if he had that look when he was at the older ones, like the hair and the glasses. You know, when his hair was shaggier. This guy has a scarf
So he
like around his
stayed nerdy.
Yeah, and he's clutching a bunch of books that have like pages shoved in and torn out kind of look. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. And he goes past you. By the way, you guys feel.
Check my stuff.
But you guys are fine. You guys feel magic coming from this guy in a weird, strange way. He doesn't feel like magic naturally. He has the magic naturally flowing from him, but there's another weirdness about him.
So he has like magic items on him?
You don't know. It's really foreign to you. And you're like, what the crap's that? You guys want to try to detect magic on him, or?
Sure.
For
Doom 11. A 15.
No, you don't have this plus perception.
Oh.
No, it's plus magic, so yeah. I mean, you can try perception too. Either way, it's be the same. So
19.
you notice that there seems to be an enchantment around him,
Around.
or something like
Some
maybe.
sort of protection.
No, it's very strange feeling too. It's like almost like his clothes are enchanted, but it feels like slightly like not on his clothes.
So he's enchanted.
Like that's like so you guys were thinking about that earlier. Like, is he? You don't know. By the way, this guy he has a very weak magical presence. Like it's not. You can tell. Like there's just one point where it's like, if you glance over somebody or since you got 19, you'd be able to tell if he was hiding his magical presence. He is not. He just happens to have a really weak magical presence. Mm-hmm. He seems like you're like. It's very foreign and weird, and you've never seen it before. It does remind you of enchantments, but you know that it's possible to enchant yourself, like decreed by the gods.
Mm-hmm.
And the gods are like
The gods.
yeah. Like the only way that someone could enchant themselves would be like maybe if like there was a giant rift in the void, or they were in the void where magic is everywhere.
Or if it was done by the mad god, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I mean, I guess, but you don't feel because you guys know his signature now since you spent a while with him. By the way, when you guys came back out and all that stuff happened, a week had gone by.
Oh
In the
jeez.
real world, yeah. But yeah,
Anyway,
by the way, that wreckage you guys saw, the burning wreckage, was not the same wreckage.
Oh.
It was a burning farmhouse.
Oh.
You guys just kind of assumed.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, anyway, there's no mad god, there's no madness, which is the signature of the mad god. If someone's mad, that means they've been touched by the mad god.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're,
Did I sense this or just him?
you don't sense this. You try to sense it, and a butterfly gets in the way and distracted once more. The same exact butterfly.
Anyway,
You punch the butterfly. Give me a dexterity roll.
Are you serious?
18.
Give me a damage roll.
A 6. 6.
It was a beautiful blue butterfly with a black ribbing that is incredibly rare, and they're known as mana butterflies. They're said to be carriers of mana. You punch it in the face, and there's a little fizzle of blue energy.
You one punch it.
There's a little fizzle of blue mana that is released back into the world.
Everybody's just like,
A woman is looking at you and goes, huh? And she like almost faints. It's considered super taboo in the magic world to do that. Kill one of these butterflies. They're supposed to be, like, they're basically fae. They're very, they're butterflies, but they're fae. They're from the world of the fae.
Dude.
Like shit in XP.
Does it, wait.
It's
Aren't the
it's-
Fae
it's-
kind of like, almost gods?
Yeah, they're like fairies.
Dude.
You just killed a god.
No, it's from the fae world.
Yeah, I know.
It's technically a fae, but it's like a very minor fae, but it's still from the fae world.
It's like how a scamp is a Daedra, even though it's not a Daedra.
It was stalking me.
But still, I just have to say.
It just looked the exact same because all these look the same.
Except the exact same one.
Yeah. They can also teleport. They go. The reason they're here is because they go between all realms.
To distract people.
Apparently.
I just love how you just said, I punched it in the face.
Anyway.
Okay.
Somebody, you almost made a woman faint by punching a butterfly. And there's a little mana. This is a weird situation. Anyway, you guys go up to college. Are you guys going into it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You go in, and some students are looking at you a bit weird. And you walk in. It's like a big main hall. There's standing there is probably like a 7 foot tall guy in armor, like plate mail, classic knight looking armor, with a sword, basically a how wide do you say this is?
7 inches.
Basically, he has a great sword that's 7 inches wide, with a huge sword.
So he's got Cloud's Buster Sword.
No, Cloud's Buster Sword is like that.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like a great sword that is like the big brother of a normal great sword.
Yeah.
It's a very long, but then again, he's like 7'5".
He's got a Svehender
He's
mixed with a cleaver.
He's standing there cross-armed. He's like, "Hello, what is
Sup?
your business here?"
We are here to see the High Mage. We have a
What was it? What were we gonna question?
Our items.
Oh yes.
Usually, you would need a appointment, but you come lucky on the day on what we call asking day. It's basically like with a king, where they would take audience, but with the High Mage. Here, let me show you the way. And he turns around, starts walking down the hall. And when I say hall, I mean like a great hall. By the way, there's a lot of banners of what you guys are, like clubs or something in the college.
Can we pause just for a second?
Yeah.
Seriously, what was it that we were gonna ask him? I cannot remember.
About your locket and...
Oh yes.
Okay. Anyway, he leads you. You guys come to this room that's like blank walls and just a floor, a little bulb in the middle. That's like metal and then a black bulb. And he goes to it. And he just crosses his arm. Step into the room. The door closed and you're electrocuted. No. Suddenly, you guys just go very fastly going up. You guys don't feel any inertia pushing on you or anything, but you're going up it very fast. You can see like the walls going by very fast, but you feel perfectly like you're just still, like not moving upward at least. You suddenly, and you're again not really affected by any inertia. And there's like doors in front of you. The big knight thing opens the doors.
Big Nate thing.
The big knight guy thing.
Thank you.
He has no audience. You will see.
I go in.
And then basically he goes in behind you guys, closes the door, and just stands in front of it, arms crossed. By the way, his motions don't seem quite right, by the way.
He is a golem. That's my theory.
Okay, you can have your theories.
You're totally right.
Anyway. He's sitting in like a nice armchair with a book beside, like reading a book with glasses. He has white hair. Connor, in a past life in an alternate universe where he was a hit squad guy, has seen this man.
Hit squad guy?
Remember in our Suicide Squad? Ask Collector?
Nope.
Anyway, he has white hair and very posh clothes and a very, like this big fur collar kind of thing. He looks very nice. He looks like...
Tiun walks forward and takes a small head bow like not a full bow, just a head, with his head.
He kind of looks up from his book. He has like the little spectacles on. Closes it. And he goes, yes, hello. My friend there told me you were coming. Oh, what can I do for you guys?
I would like very eloquently and like you know door like thing, but like unclip the feather earpiece and
We have
set
been,
it in front of him.
we have had a dealing with.
He's got a little like bit of a goatee and just his chin. He's kind of stroking it.
I just like ponder what I'm about to say for a second. Like actually in the world, I take a second to ponder.
We have had a dealing with what I can only describe as a mad god.
Oh.
Oh, quite literally.
Are you talking about the Mad Fae? The Mad Fae.
Yes.
Or the Mad God. There's many titles. Nobody knows his real name. He comes up with a different answer whenever he's asked. He told me share your wrath.
What did he tell us again?
Like something, you know.
Said a bard? Something like that?
I don't know.
I literally made it up on the spot because that's what he did.
Yeah.
When we exited his realm,
You got us alive. That's surprising.
yes,
He by the way, he just kind of lifts onto his spectacle and as his eyes, he looks between two of his fingers and you see his eye turns purple where it's not. He closes them. All right.
yes, we played his games and
Kicked ass.
By the way, it looked like he was like he like looked at both of you intently through that purple eye and then when he closed it, it wasn't purple anymore. By the way, like he looked you up and down
So,
and checked you out.
so basically, chaos.
Kind of very close to chaos.
Kind of just like
When we-
watching.
when
It's,
we
it's
left-
like, it looks more like a galaxy in his eye that's purple hue.
when we left his realm, we were allowed to keep 2 items that we had lost,
I have not heard of this before.
and we do not know what to make of the enchantments that have been placed on them.
By the way, I'd like to point out, this is literally like the only chance you guys have gotten. See, like this day was actually set as the asking day.
Mhm.
He'll do favors and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's like on the day of my daughter's wedding kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm actually really surprised you guys like happened to get here on that day. You just lucky. Anyway. Yeah. So he's like, well, you've come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding, and you've come to ask me to look at these items. And I'm okay. He's like, well, I will definitely help you. I'm quite intrigued myself. He just kind of goes like this, and you see him use mage hand. He picks up the feather thing and kind of set down, brings it to him. This is quite the shroud. You have yours as well?
Yes,
He clips it off, or he unclips the locket and
That's quite powerful.
hands it to him.
Wait here. And he kind of, old man stands up, walks over into his side room. It'll take me a moment, and I must go into a magical circle to do this. I may be a great wizard, but these are the enchantments of the Fae. And he kind of nods and goes.
This
in
guy
the room.
reminds me of Divath Fear, if anyone gets that.
By the way, Connor,
I love you.
Remember the Suicide Squad's the one where you went to the mining village? He looks just like the
I like
councilman when he first started that game.
Right.
One who's a really powerful mage.
Okay.
Anyway, so he goes in and he has away from him. Golem's just damn it. Anyway, the night guy's just standing behind you. And you guys notice his magic flowing through it where there should be a body. Anyway, so yeah. Damn it. He is just standing behind you guys, arms crossed.
Like head nod at him.
Nothing, really. He doesn't look at you. He's just standing straight ahead. Door opens again. Out comes, the mage. He's like, these are quite peculiar items tied to the spirit. Guessing to. They seem to also be partially connected to you, so I guess the spirits of those who lost might be dwarves. Yeah, your feather, it's a phoenix feather if you did not know. With the golden clip for the ear. By the way, it does actually like pierce your ear when you put it on the first time. You put it on and it went, it is attached to your ear now. You can still take it off, but And by the way, you jokingly, while he travels, was to say your guy tried like going like that and messed with his thing. It will not move except when he touches it. He can only take it off himself. And you are the only one to take it off your ear unless you like hear yours cut off or his is around his neck. So
Decapitation.
Just to get the necklace.
he comes.
Is it on? Oh. Okay, nothing.
Wait,
Someone takes it from you.
are you saying that these items contain the spirits of our loved ones?
Not exactly. I'd say that it's more like they're windows to windows to those spirits, if that makes sense. It is like, think of everything as being connected through ribbon-like bonds. Now, between realms, these usually do not work unless it is a fae or a demon, or a spiritual item formed through some sort of bond. That bond has created a ribbon between that spirit, that item, and the person that is with that spirit.
Can you travel through realms using these items?
It will definitely help if you find a way into the spirit realm. There are multiple different ways to the spirit realm, so that will be. But it'll take a toll on the body, mind, and spirit. If you ever are able to come back, the only person who has ever come back is a great wizard. Not myself.
God, if he said me, I was gonna be like, cocky son of a bitch.
No, the only one who's been able to go through is a great wizard for long ago. I do not know the name of. For his name is in no tomes. But he's said to be one of the greatest of us. But instead it drove him a bit more mad than he was before. Not in the way of madness from the man god, but more of he felt
Broken.
more distant, if that makes sense. Anyway, as for I have been able to unlock the lock and with the shadow, and they do seem to have abilities that are innate to just you because they're bond to you. The fire, feather, will once for long rest. Basically, I'll just tell you now. Once for long rest, the phoenix feather will basically, if enemy fire shot at you, you can absorb it.
Fire?
Yeah. You don't get to use the fire, but if like somebody's shooting a torrent of fire at you, you can suck it all into the feather. It won't, hurt you. That's once per long rest. Josh, yours, once per long rest, will summon what is called an unseen servant. It is a spirit. It's not your significant other, it's just a weak spirit that can do anything a person can do, but they can also face through walls, and they are unseen by anybody. Unless they're using a magic eye or detect magic or something like that.
How long will it stay in this room?
Basically until he goes.
If you have a place to do it from, you do it cool.
Wait, really
Basically,
quick question.
if you keep it longer than like 3 hours, it will start to get mad at you, and it can attack you eventually. Because it's more of it doing you a favor, and if you try to abuse that, it'll get mad.
Yeah.
So I'm going to write those down while you guys just do some roleplay between each other as you guys are escorted out. Or do you have any other questions for the guy?
Is there any possibility, if we were somehow able to open this window, to bring back the spirits of those we've lost?
Well, yes and no. There are ways to get spirits. No, you don't need to go to those lengths. You can simply get a soul gem, and with this you can bring it back to this into a soul gem. But you can never bring them to life once more. You can put them into an automatron or golem, like I did with my friend Sir Gallus. After his death, though you might always keep in mind their feelings. If they are happy with dead or content with being clean, do not bring them back to this world. But if they, but also keep in mind, if they resent, close the door because background noise. But if they resent being dead, they might go crazy being brought back. The void, once you put in the void, is pretty much, most people think it's terrible being put them in this black void for eternity after death. But
He seemed to like it. That's what I imagine him saying.
wait, who?
The golem.
Oh.
And I imagine him saying that he seemed to like it.
No. It's an endless void, but if you, from what the gods have told us and what the golems who have been brought back and can talk, it is, think about this. You're in a world where magic is innate. You can create whatever you want. Do whatever you want. But basically, if they, although you're confined to the void, and you can be brought to Soul Gem and you lose that, that can also bring madness to someone.
What were the things before it though that was in?
You gotta be more specific than that.
No, like the literally last thought before that it was like something that happened during their life that would cause them to come back, to go mad if they came back.
Basically, if they resent death, don't bring them back, because they will be mad, because they'll never be able to finish their own side of the business. If they're happy being dead, also don't bring them back because they're happy being dead, or they're content with being dead.
So really, just don't bring them back.
Now, there's like people who are like, no, if somebody is like, no, I have to go back because of unfinished business. That's where ghosts come from. But if they're in the spirit realm and like that, don't bring them back. You know, because a ghost and maybe an evil ghost, an evil spirit. But if they're, that's not awesome. They kill everything in their sight.
What about the people who brought them back?
They'll kill them too. They're mad spirits. But yeah. Also, if somebody is content with, basically, if they're like, I'm okay with being dead, or I'm dead and I'm happy with the living in the void, I'll bring them back because you know they're content and or happy.
And they just try to kill themselves, go back.
Well, they'll be in a, they won't, but they'll be driven mad once again. And if they're in a soul gem and put in an automatron and they go mad, that automatron will try to kill you because they're controlled by the spirit.
Couldn't you send the souls back then?
Yes, you could, but they still be in the body of an automatron. That golem. Anyway, anything else? Anything else for me?
Unseen server.
Sorry if you guys hear the me typing whenever I type. By the way, I don't know if it's heard, but if it is, I apologize. Shut up.
Servant.
Unseen servant.
Not that one. The other one. Up there. There.
Oh,
That one.
alrighty. Okay. Anything
Anything
else?
else you want to add?
Will you die? No. Thunderbolt.
Guys.
Thunderbolt.
Guys.
Magic missile that affects flesh.
Dodge.
Damn it. No dodge.
Fireball.
You're still in the realm of the bad gods. Okay.
Do it.
Do it. Anyway. Enough tomfoolery. Is there anything else you want from me? I need information of the world. Actually, information of the world, you might as well go to the library.
I understand that you must be busy. I do not know if you hear things of the current world.
Oh. Sorry. He closes his eyes, gives a little nod. Like, yes.
But if you know, do you know where I could possibly find the Master Tinker, whose name I've forgotten? Pretend that I said
Lenway Thobian.
Thovian.
You know his full name.
Lenway. Thovian.
I can do some scrying for you, though we're not on location. I can tell his surroundings. Yeah, it clicks, and like this little bowl floats over like a water surface, and you get his eyes roll back, and he puts his hands in there. I see a forest and a camp of the him and the horse. The area is there is fresh air and a nearby creek. It's sea, but there is a hint of salt. It is not Agrian. It is more like possibly Gaston. Or maybe even Northern Agrium, actually. Although it could even be Build Isles. And his eyes roll back, he goes, that is all I see. But I hope this narrowed down your search.
It has been most helpful. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I hope the whispering voice of the sky is picking up well. For the recording.
Yeah, I've been thinking that this entire time. I've been wondering, can you hear Kellen?
Twice. Let's see, can you hear me very well? I don't think so, but let's hope it picks up better.
Like that at times looks about as loud as
when
Bo
we talk
did
more. Yeah.
when he was on the speaker.
It'll be fine. And if we get Bo the editor, make it a bit louder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo. Bo.
Probably edit this out part 2. Edit it out.
I love...
Jesus.
Anyway, edit that out. Now back to the adventure!
That's all magic powers. Adventures.
Magic powers and never trust women.
Yeah.
Watch Studio C, it's funny. Anyway. So, you guys are now escorted out down the really fast elevator that has no inertia. That's magic.
Gravity.
You guys, at the college, at the base, and he kind of... The golem basically goes, well, I must actually leave now, since this is a school. Unless you would like to apply secret mages, although there is more of the forte of the secretary. I could summon her if you would like to apply. I don't want to go to school.
So I don't have time for school.
I'm
I'm
a
an
free
adventure.
spirit. I like to burn as I please. And don't blast people in the face. Like, so,
With a 20
yeah.
roll.
Or blow myself up with a witch blast. Anyway, so yeah.
Okay, so we what was it I was gonna say? Oh yeah.
Perhaps some other time.
Alright. Well, I must go.
Yes, thank you.
You will leave.
So
Oh my.
Leave.
Deckard Kane.
I go to a mission board of some sorts. Yeah.
You don't find any, because you're in like a Richie magic district.
Go to that.
There is also the library nearby, by the way. If you guys would like to learn about the world.
I want to learn about the world.
There's also like the docks where you can maybe charter a ship if you need it. Go to Gaspon or one of the other areas.
Let's go to the docks.
Wait, what?
Really? So let's go to the docks.
The ducks or the
Docks.
docks? I was gonna say
Oh, that airship up there.
the airship blew up.
No, the duck one's fine.
Oh.
They blew up the
Oh yeah, it was
pirate
good.
ship.
Oh.
Yeah, the duck blew up the pirate ship.
Such a weird sentence. The duck blew up the pirate ship. I'm imagining more. Dog. I think it's bark. Oh, bark.
Hey, yeah.
What's that from? I
Red
know
Adventure
that.
time. Come
Ah.
on, grab your friends, go to the very distant
Shut up.
lands. And that our singing's bad enough where it's not copyrighted.
Funny, I don't even watch that show, and I recognized that.
Probably because I've said it and we
To the docks. Huzzah, cartwheels.
To the ducks.
That's very.
I cartwheel to the docks.
No, the first
Stop
thing
cartwheeling
actually,
around.
little.
done this 3 times.
I know this isn't the podcast, but just a little tangent now that we're on it. Am I the only one who thinks that seagulls sound like they're going, ha, ha, ha?
So I was thinking, mine.
Well, yeah, but like they actually, like when they start, like chirping at you, they sound like they're going, like as if, they say something really, really painfully true, and they go, ha, 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 ha.
Imagine it's more like they tell a bad joke and they're trying to make you laugh, like, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, so back to the roleplay in Dungeons and Dragons. You're at the docks now. You've teleported back, apparently.
Go to the pier.
Anyway, you're at the pier.
What?
You're at the docks now. There are many a ship. There's like English skips. There's even Japanese like junks, like those kind of like wing-looking sails. There are many a ship. There's one that looks like
Do we know
That-
how to sail? Probably not.
there is a ship with it. There is a ship with surprisingly 2 dwarves who look like they're running it. It's like a schooner,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like the one in front of you. One of them goes, "Boy, Gregor, just get the sails working. Let tie down." Damn it, are you drunk again? No, not right now. I will be soon. We're leaving soon. He's like, we still have to find some cargo of people to ship. Well, shut up, don't let people know that. Oh, hello!
You need a what now?
Nothing. Would you gentlemen like to sail upon the very fine salted dwarf? We can take you any way you'd like. Not even that expensive. Because it's a bargain, and not because we're not doing well in business.
I look to
By the way,
Sounds wonderful. Let's go.
But he takes off his hat and like kind of ducks his head. He's like, "All right, gentlemen," and sitting on his head is a clockwork spider. And he kind of puts his hat back on. And he goes, "All right, Gregor, we're going. Damn it, I wanted beer. We have beer. That's good beer. Shut up. Get back to work. Fine. All right. You might have to duck a bit, being fair folk, elves like you are, and dark elves and drow. What do you prefer?
I do not care either way.
Okay, drow, because it's easier to say. Anyway, so below decks it will be a bit cramped for you guys since this is a human ship though, so it shouldn't be too bad. But there's bunks down there.
Thank you.
Well, by bunks I mean a couple of hammocks, but yeah, hammocks aren't bad. So well, yes, with hammocks are comfortable, aren't they?
I just slap Aeoryn on the in the arm, like just kind of.
Like a
It'll
light
be
punch.
fine.
You just want to. No, I'm kidding. You have full health again.
I missed it.
Time to roll the die.
He punched you in the arm and you just go.
One Punch Man.
Oh, it's gonna suck if you like lightly punch somebody like jokingly.
Hey,
Mosquitoes suck. Anyway, so you guys
Oh, we didn't tell him where we were going.
yes, speaking of that, where would you like to go? That'll judge on how much it costs. But we'll just settle that when we get there. And if not, we can just sell you. But no, don't think of that. And I'd rather get money than slaves. Slaves are very hard to sell. Especially in today's world. I'd have to go all the way over to the pirates called in. I don't want to have my shit stolen.
What were the areas that might have possibly happened?
Little fat bowl next to Spawn, Northern Agrium. And shit, the Elven Isles.
We could try the Elven Isles. Do you want to
The
go to the
Elven Isles are
Elven
the dire ones, right?
No, that is farther out to sea, but in the right direction. Generally.
I
Out
wouldn't
to
pay
sea.
attention to anything we were talking about. Which is probably like me. Yeah, sure, where are we going?
The Elven Isles. Yeah, I can take you there. It'll be a bit more expensive because the
What is on the Elven Isles?
elves.
Thanks, but
Rocks, elves, magic houses. Houses made for magic. I know, it's all very confusing. Elves are weird. No offense to you. I like you more.
thanks.
You
He was gesturing to the Drow, by
Yeah.
the way, just
You
saying.
Drow, and you live on the ground. You're sensible people. Which is strange since I'm a seaman, but whatever. Stop being immature. Well, make yourselves at home and we'll charge you before we get to land so you don't just run off, but basically when we get there, it won't be that much, it'll only be a few silver. Like I said, we're running quite cheap for, it's actually quite a far run because that's a lot farther north. But, yeah. Anything else before we leave, or should we just go? Why are you staring at me like that?
I'm right.
Can you have him stop? It's kind of strange.
Aeoryn, stop.
Yeah.
What was that?
I think he's trying to imitate you.
Oh, okay, that's face.
Alrighty then.
Don't mind Aeoryn. He's,
I thought you said his name was Aeoryn. I'm just confused. Them elves and the names. What's your name?
Tiun.
How's that spelled? T-E-E-oon.
I love
Close
that letter.
enough,
That's my
I don't care.
favorite letter. Un.
T-E-E-O-O-N. Tiun.
I love
If you need it for the catalogs.
No, I'm just generally curious.
Not catalogs. I meant to say logs. Just like.
No,
Well, I guess
the only logs
cataloging-
on the ship are the ones it's made out of.
Ah.
Shut up. I do it, thank you. Not many-
Tiun, if you are that curious.
Should that be Tiun? Tiun? What? Did you get made fun of as a child?
No, I did not. Well,
They're gonna be tying stuff to you?
can we just take off?
Yeah, I'm sorry, anyway. Gregor,
Either way,
man the
don't
sails.
mind the other elf.
I don't know.
He, is,
I
special.
I already don't like him, so
He's special.
I just don't like normal elves in general. Anyway, Gregor, half
You're
sail.
not normal. Normal though.
Gregor, half sail. And he goes, whatever. And he goes up to the thing, and you guys start getting on sail, then you guys go full sail.
Fuck you.
University. Not really, you don't go to full sail university. You go full sail. You guys are heading. It takes about a week to get there. You guys are just in like a ship that, it's a schooner that's able to be manned by two people.
Mhm.
So there's one person driving, the other person working all the sail and stuff. They, at sometimes, like, there's a bit of rough sea, and they have you guys come up, and they have Tiun come up and help. Because afterwards he says, I didn't trust you to follow direction. You seem like a guy who wouldn't. Even if it would cost him his life.
You're a great judge of character.
I imagine Tiun's like, you're right there. Anyway, he's like, alright, well,
I would
you
be
eventually...
sitting on the very tallest mast.
Do I get a little bit of like a little boost in strength since I've been like helping.
You have
out?
calluses on your hands now. Great job.
Okay.
You don't get a full point in strength. Anyway, so you eventually see the tall, steep crags that are the Elven Isles, and they have like a bunch of white trees above them. And that's just there's white trees, but there are a decent amount of not white trees. It looks like permanent. You know the rift.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like that.
I'm standing on the very top, like the tip
Which
of
you-
the ship. It's like, you know, like stands
You've
up.
heard of Gaspon, and you surprised the Great Wizard sent you here, because this is not what you expect Gaspon to look like. Because Gaspon is supposed to be just oaks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This seems very, rifty-y. And then as you guys are approaching, you see there's another island which has oaks and stuff. They seem to be different forests for different islands. I see. And not Gregor, but Fenrir, as you learn the other one's name, tells you it's a weird island. I'm guessing it's magic involved, but weird elven magic.
Yeah.
Singing the trees and stuff, it's all very strange. But basically, there are 3 islands. There is the Autumn Island, which is where the Autumn Elves come from. There's the Ashwood, and then there's just, I don't know, the normal one. Then there's a little one in between, like a very small rock island where there's a floating tower above.
Pretty good.
And yeah, it's called
It is
the Moon.
dope.
It's called the Moon Estate. It is apparently where it's a giant. Actually, I say it's tower, giant spire of moony, silvery stuff, elven, fey shit. But it's where the Moon Elves live, being all lunar and bollocks.
And shiny and stuff.
But they worship some god of shiny things. What is up with even you Drow? I mean, we like dwarves, we like shiny things like gold, but you're all religious and shit about it. It's weird. I mean, you are literally a silver elf. What the fuck?
I won't try to explain it. I never exactly fit in with my own culture anyway.
Wait. You're a loner for a Drow? Who are themselves loners? That sounds quite cool, actually. He holds out his hand. I have more respect for it.
Wait, did he like?
He holds out his little callousy hand.
I shake his hand.
He shakes your hand.
Yeah.
You-
I
yeah.
accept
Handshake
that.
complete.
By the way,
Do achievement unlocked. Handshake.
it's a milkshake in your hand now.
Cool.
Or did his hand become a milkshake?
No. By the way,
Damn it, Aeoryn, what did you do?
No,
weird magic. Weird elfy magic.
I did nothing. Jumps off the ship and swims ashore.
But no, eventually he's like, you know what? I don't want to drive right now. Lockhart! Lockhart! Go take the wheel. I don't want to. Do it, little bitch. Alright.
Alright.
That was him who said that. And it crawls down and then goes onto the steering wheel, and it's a little spider literally running on it to turn and stuff.
Now that we have reached the Isles, what is the fare? What do we owe you?
Ah!
I forgot about it. What the fuck?
Drow! Your charge is free. Yours is a silver, but yours is free. You helped out.
Thank you.
Nope. Jump off the boat and swim ashore.
You freeze in midair. What the hell is he doing with that? Your boots, Connor.
Yeah. I walked ashore.
He grabs you.
No, I jump.
He grabs your leg.
I walk.
He's like trying to crawl. He's like, no, Gregor, come help me. And this big, meaty hand, like big for a dwarf, pulls you back on shore. And he literally holds a hand crossbow to your, like, to this far, like an inch from your eye.
Don't shoot him.
You trying to walk out? Or literally walk out off my ship
I
at
just
sea?
pull out 10 copper.
Oh, alright, if you pay for the lasso. Lasso.
Can I not control how these boots work?
You didn't say, like, went down. You just
I
jumped
jumped
off.
into the water and swam to shore.
Yeah, you just jumped off. So
Into the water and swim to shore.
it's funny though. So
Okay. Fair enough.
anyway, oh wait, I took it from Aeoryn. Whatever.
Okay, let's just say that afterward,
I
after.
imagine Tiun took the money from you and gave it to him.
I actually was thinking that.
Yeah.
I was just. Let's just chalk that one up to really quick thinking and really lucky that I didn't even need to roll for that.
He's like, alright, well, we'll take you to shore, Mr. Drow. And Gregor throws you off the ship and you freeze him there again. You can walk,
I go into the.
you little shit.
I moonwalk on the water to shore.
The Moonspire, come to us, my son. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. He takes you to the island that you say, that one, the one that's not the ash one or the autumn one.
Mhm.
And you go there.
Wait, we're going to the regular one?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's the one he was told to look at.
Oh, okay.
One of the places he was told to look at. And you go there.
I grab onto the back of the ship, and I'm just like, whee! Water skiing.
He just leans over. Stop it.
I'm just like floating behind him.
The salty dwarf is not to be touched.
Don't test his patience, Aeoryn. You're in enough trouble as it is.
I have a cannon I can shoot at you, you bastard.
Fireball?
You don't have that spell.
Fireball? Oh shit.
Are you kidding me? Why are you always doing this?
I didn't mean to say it.
Firewall.
Firewall on the ship. Are you going to?
I said it on accident. Does that initiate the spell?
No. Or do you want to spell it?
Fuck it, sure.
Damn it.
You set up. Do you give me a D10 and a D6? Just a D6.
Actually,
you're not hitting them
Why
directly.
is it restarting?
Oh, I've got a call.
All right. He will step out for a moment. I'll just do it for you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
6, 1. I blame you for this. What was the 10?
By the way, he goes and it just goes right out.
You rolled that. That wasn't my.
No, but he goes and it goes right out. Like it should stay there, but it just goes out. He's like, treated wood, you asshole.
Electric blast. At the central mast.
You want?
Mast.
Okay.
I want to do it. Fuck you.
Okay, you can. Hope you're gonna want again.
God damn it!
I'll do the damage for you.
Hit you. Okay.
Plus your intelligence, which is 4, right? Yeah. You're in midair and you fall into the water.
I hate you.
You rolled for that one.
Sasha, comfort me.
This is completely your fault. You can't blame me.
Yes, I can.
Alright, then. You can. So you got that was a 4, right? So minus 8. It's going to be 7. Anyway, well, after he falls in the water, basically, eventually Aeoryn gets ashore and Tiun is dropped off there, and that's where we'll leave it for tonight. We've been recording for quite a while, and we will talk to you guys later for more D&D action here at Ancient Geek Myths. Any wisdom, Connor? Wisdom
Fuck you!
Yeah, wisdom in parentheses. Or whatever, the little quotations, yeah. Those.
Don't like your dice rolling abilities.
You rolled!
Shut up, you did too.
Anyway.
You, sir, are a butt
Anyway.
and a head, and together you're a butt head.
Ow, just slap me. Okay, bye!